Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Forget We Said That. My name is Relytan,
I'm Alyssa Riot.
And I'm Legion Lion.
and today we got a bit of a wild card episode for you. We're kind of talking about whatever comes to mind, and having maybe a little bit of sips of some uh, spirits as well, and some of us
yeah,
not.
Alyssa suggested talking about drinks and maybe having some, and then she didn't bring any herself.
I'm sorry, I'm sick.
She brought it up. It's okay. Yeah, she's a
I was
little
like,
bit.
hey, we should all drink.
Yeah, we should all
Oh,
drink
yeah.
except me.
Yeah, let's grab some drinks. Water.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't have well, I have some drinks I could share, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'll have to think about it. So Alyssa, you take it away. The drink master, the bar mistress.
um, well, I was gonna drink, but like I said, I'm
Well,
sick
we can
from all
talk
the
about
fucking
it still.
wildfires. Yes, I was thinking about like our favorite drinks and stuff like that over the weekend, or not. I guess it wasn't the weekend because 4th of July was during the week.
Close enough.
My, huh?
Close enough.
I thought-
It was
oh, I
the
thought you
week.
said,
It
yeah.
was the weekend.
It was
America's
the week.
weekend.
It was a holiday,
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
4th of July. My daughter's boyfriend's dad came over. He's a bartender, and he made pina coladas. And that's probably my go-to summer drink. I love a good pina colada. And, he's a really good bartender. He made it perfect. I've made it, virgin before, but there really is, a recipe, a
yeah.
balance to a good pina colada.
Mhm.
I don't know, but that's just me. I really love a cocktail, like a fruity cocktail. But then it made me think
This is like
what
a tropical drink girl too.
Yes, I really, dude. I
I
love
remember that one TwitchCon you asked for a zombie from the bartender, and he's like, "What? I've never had that in my life."
You've never heard of a scorpion tea? They're like, get the hell out. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's the first time we met Djibouti. We went to that bar and they only had beer or ale or mead. And
It was a pool bar, right?
Was it a pool bar? I don't know. We sat outside most of the time.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hot dog one.
Yeah, and where everybody got
I'm talking
shit-faced.
the bar before. When we met up with Cobra and Blue.
Oh,
And,
okay, yeah.
when we were just bar hopping that one night.
Yes. I forgot about that. I was thinking of that one that we sat with them at, and I still ended up getting something sweet, and it was that mead, and it was called zombie something.
Whoa.
And I got 2 of those.
Zombie
But I
mead. Love it.
Yeah, it was walking zombie, and they had the big keg of it or whatever, but us the Djibouti people, we killed the whole thing.
Yeah, we killed it. Table
kept
of
getting it.
20 of us.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's so
It's all
good.
word of mouth too. Oh, can I take a sip? That's probably why I got con sickness, by the way, because I was sharing drinks with everybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, can I try it? I was like, oh, that's really good. Let's order that. And it's just went
got
down
so
the table.
many-
Everyone just ordered that.
So many
And that's so
viruses.
funny because I won't share drinks with my kids most of the time, but with you guys I'll be like, yeah, here, take a sip of this. We all have the same mouth.
I don't do that normally either. I don't
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
because I'm very Alyssa's pointed this out, but I'm very single child coded.
Yeah.
I don't like sharing any of my stuff, especially not my food or my drinks.
Yeah.
I'm very much in the mentality why don't you order that yourself?
As a certified single child, I do have that too.
Yes.
I don't necessarily. I'm not guarded about it, but it doesn't spring to mind to share my stuff ever. It's never that thing where I'm like, oh, I forgot that you might want to try this. It's just something that does not occur to me as often as it probably should.
And I'm not an only child, but I have obsessive compulsive disorder, and I just can't share, and I can't not wash my hands. So
Okay. Yeah, well,
normally I don't.
That's what I was. Yeah, I don't really tend to share my drinks that much either. I mean, maybe, but yeah, it is funny. I'll let people try my drink if they want it. And yeah, I always justify it in my head, oh, it's alcohol. It should be fine.
Right. It'll kill off in their mouths.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the vodka in it will just kill the germs
Yep.
that they put on the glass.
That's,
Right.
It's true. It's
But
verified.
in reality,
at least
we
if
all
we're
just made
sharing,
out.
I'll grab if I know we're sharing, I grab a ton of straws. Hey,
Sure.
wanna try it?
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. I'm not someone. There are people out there who are very like maybe way too like friendly and liberal with how they like give their like drink, or you know what I mean, like let people
Mouth
like
around
put
the
their
rim.
mouths over stuff, and it's like
Kiss their
although
dog
I've
a
had
lot.
embarrassing moments where like I would like ask this one guy. It was just like a after work thing. We were just walking down the streets of Chicago, and we bought some liquor and we were drinking it. And he opened up like a thing, and I was like, "Oh, let me take a sip." And I like put my mouth all over it, and I felt so bad.
I just,
It was just a weird it was just a weird thing. I was like in the middle of downtown Chicago, and I was just like, "Whoa,
I
sorry,
had no
dude."
coordination for fountaining it.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
I'm
oh,
not
I should
good
have
at
fountained
that.
it. I'm so sorry, dude. But it's
Oh,
like,
you spill it on your face.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm always afraid of. I'm gonna be like, eh. So anyway, that was a weird little tangent. I'm sorry.
I use my thumb as like a
Right.
like kind of like the lip
Oh,
of
yeah.
the drink.
Yeah,
like you drink from your
yeah.
thumb. So like it sort of spills from your thumb into your
Mhm.
mouth. So I'm like I'm kissing my hand basically.
Right. No, I've done that
Ooh.
too. Yeah.
yeah, it's my
These
practice.
are good things to file away.
yeah.
The thumb trick.
That was good though. I liked the mead, but
Yeah, was
most of
it
the
a
time
fruity
that's what I
mead?
get.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was
It
like a
was
real
good.
sweet.
That sounds actually
Yeah.
really good.
So
I
I don't
really
like
want to make
beer.
my own,
Fucked off
honestly.
Yeah, dude, it was super good. And then Gilly brought what is it? The
1738.
1738. Yeah, we were all taking shots in the back, and
Hey.
they thought
That-
we
that
were
was the
doing
beginning of the end.
cocaine.
Oh,
They
that's the
did.
story. Oh yeah,
Oh,
well
fuck
that's
outta
what
here.
everybody always
You
thinks.
guys
That's
doing
the,
cocaine?
they've told that
I
story.
wish I
so
got
many-
that on film.
Didn't he bring it in with his cargo shorts or something? What a champion.
Yeah, he had it like under like a coat or
Yeah,
something.
They disappeared for like 30 minutes. I'm guessing to find like a 7-Eleven or something.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
And they came back with it.
So funny.
That
Yeah, that was the
night,
beginning of the end for me.
that night was full of misconceptions.
I'm
My
watching-
God.
I was
Yeah.
watching some of the Djibouti fourth stream, so I might be going through a bit of a Djibouti renaissance, and we'll have to.
I have to. I have been
Well, with
watching
Milton
them.
coming back, by the way, Milton July
Dude.
9th. I guess this will
July
be.
9th.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to edit this. No, I'm just kidding. But
For
that'll be.
those of you who don't know or watch RP, GTA RP, to be exact, Milton T. Pike was a awesome, fucking amazing RP streamer. And he was like one of like the server mainstays for No Pixel. And it's cool like that he's finally back. He had like his house like got completely destroyed because it like flooded all the basement stuff where his computer was. It's taken him like what 9 to like 10 months to actually just get this going. Actually longer than that, I think. Maybe like a year and a half. Anyway, we're super excited about him coming back. By the time this episode comes
Yeah.
back, he will have been back. So hopefully
Yeah.
you guys
Tune
Check
Oh,
him
in.
out
watching
anyway,
him.
for sure. Sorry to.
awesome Canadian streamer.
Yeah.
Super cool.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And he's awesome in person too. I've met him.
Yeah, met him in
couple of
person.
times.
Nicest guy.
Yeah.
I haven't
Well,
been
weather
so lucky.
resistant for sure.
Weather
Wearing
resistant.
shorts in the middle of the night. When
Yeah.
it's fucking cold.
Very, very sweet
Canadian
individual.
Frost resistance.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. I have it set on my calendar. Like,
Me too.
I was going to take Hattie to Santa Cruz, but I'm kind of like scheduling it around that day so I can be home
Shit. Oh
For the
right.
comeback.
No, just have it on your phone.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
at Santa
When
Cruz
you're
on the
driving
ride.
down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you drive? Watch this in the
I gotta
backseat.
see this. The
He's
betch
on-
is back,
He's
dude.
on TV. No, the betch is back.
It is.
But I hope.
Oh man, when the news dropped, I jumped in every like RP or I know just to see what their reaction was, and they're all like super excited to have him
So
back.
amazing.
Yep, Djibouti retweeted it. Louis retweeted it. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, please collab. God, that would be so
This is gonna be a
good.
Oh, man,
renaissance.
like-
I'm feeling it. I was
Like
watching the
Corona
stream.
even like suggested coming back to RP. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I feel like it's gonna be Kiki that comes back. I really hope so.
Any
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, Kiki would be great. I mean, that's his like big name.
Yeah.
Like so many like streamers who like maybe like did RP for like 6 months and like moved on like which are jumping back on No Pixel for this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yes.
nuts.
So
But,
I'm
yeah,
excited.
I didn't mean to derail it all, but I mean that
No,
was
it's
first of all
alright.
important. Second of all, our vast audience will appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. We're just talking about fruity drinks, but yeah, those are my usually go-tos, especially on vacations. I'll always go for like a fucking Mai Tai, or if I can't think of anything, I'm just like, give me rum and give me juice, or give me vodka and give me
Or give me
juice.
death.
Yeah, so I don't know. What are you sipping on, Legion?
It is like something I just made in the moment. So it was my birthday not too long ago, and my workplace decided to give me a huge ass bottle of Fireball whiskey.
Oh,
It's not my favorite. I don't know what gave them the idea that I like
I'm with
this
it.
drink.
It's mostly
It's
sugar.
all right
It's
sometimes.
like that's so much
Mhm.
sugar
Yeah,
that
it's
could
mostly
actually be alcohol.
Yeah, it's like mostly sugar, so which I don't really go for because
Mm.
that hurts the stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like later on, just like, ugh, this doesn't feel good. So I was like thinking of what I could do to mix it since we're doing like a drinking stream.
Right.
So a little while back, I like decided to like make pickled watermelons.
Mm.
Just like a complete experiment. It's like a pickle recipe like that's like local to Hawaii. It's Li Hing. I gave like some candy to Alyssa and like some to Aqua.
Very good.
It's basically like that sour plum coating. It's like a
Mm.
Chinese based candy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's basically the chamoy of Hawaii, where we just kind of sprinkle it on everything, mostly fruits and candy. Anyway, I still had the pickle juice from it, so I like dumped some of that in the Fireball, and then a little bit of what's it called, Diet Cherry Coke from work,
Ooh.
because I wanted a little bit of a mixer. It is good. It's like a spicy Coke.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh.
it's really good.
Shit,
sounds
I wish
like-
you were close.
That sounds
Little
like something
little
I might have done
watermelon
at
bits
one
in there too, still to be
Oh.
fancy.
Wait, what's in there?
That sounds good.
Little watermelon bits.
Right,
I
that's
still have.
cool. I mean, I think the pickled watermelon thing is cool as hell. I need to try that someday.
Oh yeah, it was.
I
It
mean,
was
I-
fucking good. I'm glad it turned out well.
Yeah. Yeah, we were
There was
gonna,
like no recipes for watermelon, so I just like I was thinking about like the actual like feasibility of like pickling something like that,
Mm-hmm.
but it actually turned out well.
Oh,
I'm happy about
I
it.
thought that was like I could have sworn it was like a traditional thing in Hawaii.
Not for watermelon,
Yeah.
like for like peaches
Okay.
and like cherries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like things that are a little bit more structurally sound. That's what I was like thinking about. Like, yeah, like it probably tastes a little bit better, but what if it just becomes mushy?
Yeah,
Once
well,
you take it
Yeah.
I
out of
would
the
think that, but you know
uh,
what? Maybe
like
that-
something a stronger fruit, right?
was it
Mm.
ripe when you did it, or was it like maybe a little not quite ripe yet? Maybe that helps. Like
Yeah, probably could have. Yeah, but it was probably a little less ripe.
that's
That's
probably a
what
good
helped
idea.
it.
That's
Stay
that's-
crunchy.
That's a good idea. I want to try that now. It's
Yeah.
like
I'll suit you the recipe.
it is. It's tangentially
Yeah.
related to drinks. It's kind of because you're right. It's just kind of like you could just drink the juice. Damn, and it's like a sweet
Mhm.
kind of juice.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
very
cool
sweet.
as
Little sour. I think that's where
Yeah.
like the bite from like the sour
Damn.
plum comes from.
Mm.
Well, you need to
It
put
is
whatever you
good.
did in like the recipe channel in my Discord or something. I don't know. Yeah, but me and
yeah,
Alyssa,
yeah, I will do.
Yeah, me and
I
Alyssa
got
were
it
gonna
from like
talk about-
a Hawaiian YouTuber.
Hell yeah.
There's not too much of those walking around.
Hmm.
Right.
Oh,
No, I think you could try. I
Talk about
think you
recipe
could
with Auntie.
you could pass that off as a like a traditional Hawaiian thing and like make huge money off of it. You're like,
Yeah.
So
actually,
there's
it's
a lot of
pickled
people at the swap
watermelon.
meet who like do something similar,
Yeah, a
like
Hawaiian
selling off their
tradition.
pickled fruits.
Man.
Because
I
But
love a
yeah,
good
that's what I'm
mixed
drinking.
drink.
My go-to drinks. I love Moscow mules.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that's my favorite. I even love the presentation of Moscow mules. Like they all come in like the copper
Mhm.
mug or like drinking glass.
Very pretty.
And little attention getting. But yeah, I love Moscow mules. Like they're like refreshing because like sometimes like they put mint in there and
Yeah.
I'm like oof yeah. Feels like I'm like drinking like when I used to drink soda like on a
Mhm.
hot summer day. That's what
Yeah.
it feels like.
It's
It
crisp.
invokes that feeling again. I should probably make those myself, but I feel like it wouldn't be the same without the copper mug.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Hmm.
And then for summer,
Birthday
since we're
gift
talking
idea.
about that, Tom Collins. I love Tom Collins. This is basically like a way better version of a Mike's Hard Lemonade,
Sure.
where it's like it's either vodka or tequila, like juice from a fresh lime, like lime extract, a little bit of sugar here and there. It's really good. It's basically my summer drink because it reminds me so much of like just drinking juice, like after like I don't know playing a game of pickup or something.
Just that breathy drink that little kids do, like, you know what I'm talking about? They like
Yeah.
drink, swallow,
Yeah,
like,
when you're like-
breathe.
Yeah, when you're like, you're still trying to like catch your breath.
Yeah.
but you're like super dehydrated. So you have
Yeah.
to like stop yourself from like choking on water as you're like taking another breath.
Yeah.
It's like you're hyperventilating into like a bottle or something or a can.
The water fountain at school.
The kid who
Man,
puts his mouth
motherfuckers used to
directly
be
on the
putting their whole
fountain.
mouths around that shit. It's so
Why
fucking
do
gross,
they do
man.
that, dude? I know so many kids that
fucking
did
gross.
that.
Yeah.
Deep throating the
Deep
fucking
throat-
fountain.
There's some.
Like, it doesn't give out change. Quit doing that.
That's a good one.
like they're trying to like suck the water out of the pipes or some shit.
I mean, when I'm thirsty enough,
It's a
sometimes I'm
straw.
like tempted to like, I don't know, like you do want to get closer to the the source.
Yeah, you and 100 other people.
I mean, no,
Yeah.
I know, I don't deep throat it, but I
Yeah.
get really close.
Just
I
the
go,
tip.
Yeah, just a little tease.
the grapefruit video.
Oh, God.
You named a lot of drinks that I like. I like Moscow mules, but for some reason lately, I haven't really liked a strong ginger taste in like a lot
Yeah.
of like drinks. I think I'm good with it, but I think like the ginger beer, like maybe not as much ginger beer. Give me more vodka.
Yeah.
Ginger vodka.
Yeah, and then like you got like your
It's like a Russian strip name.
Right. Well, then, and I've seen like, Mexican mules, right? Where it's like tequila.
Mm.
I like that because I love tequila.
I can't do tequila anymore.
I was
Yeah.
just going to say, how do we feel about tequila?
I know, well,
I
But-
can't do it anymore.
That's funny.
Every time I like smell it, kind of,
Yeah.
like, if it's not mixed with something, I'm like I kind of gag because of
Yeah.
all the times that like being out like in like salsa Tuesdays or like being out with like the Mexican crew from the late night shifts. That all they did was tequila, and I've like thrown up so much on it.
Oh, yuck.
It's like a Pavlovian response.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time I think about those days.
It hasn't really ever bothered you. Whiskey's worse for me, even though I do appreciate
Oof.
like the
That's
the
my
taste.
favorite.
It's your
my
favorite?
favorite.
I like the taste, but like a lot of times the hangover for me is awful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I'll still drink it pretty.
Ooh, maybe
pretty
it's like
often.
a clears versus darks thing. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
it could
bad with
be. It
clears.
could be. I have felt like I've gotten better luck with like tequila, although I kind of like the reposado or you know what I mean of the or anejo of tequila. So I don't mind really aged tequila either. But yeah, I don't know. But like, and we're talking straight. Like I do like the subtleties of like the whiskey, and like sometimes you can like taste the wood, and I find that really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I find that really like
You ever
satisfying.
try like the Jameson cold brew?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It tastes like
Oh.
coffee, man.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Whew. That
Um,
shit was good.
yeah, and just other stuff like that. Wait, I just had another thing I was gonna. Like something even like brandy. I kind of like the idea of like a distilled aged wine. I think, and I like the idea of it. And like, it's not like every brandy is great, but there's something satisfying about that. It has that fruity kind of taste, but still being kind of like a straight alcohol.
Right.
Like it strikes a decent balance. But if we're talking about drinks, I know my mom really loves mojitos, and I can really,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can really understand why. Like there's that kind of burst of mint, especially if it's nice and fresh,
Yeah.
freshly ground or
yeah.
whatever, and splash that rum in there. I do enjoy a rum. as
I love
well.
rum.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I really dislike. Hell, I had a kind of a bad experience. Luckily, it wasn't anything too bad, but with what's the God damn it? What's the green stuff?
The appletini?
Absinthe?
No, absinthe. Yeah, absinthe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Appletini.
People. I think it's just really
Was this too
concentrated.
wholesome?
I
What's
just think
that?
of fruit. I'm like, what? Sour Ranchers?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, my appletinis. I can't even handle them.
They're too strong.
Yeah, they're way too strong. But no, yeah, that got me pretty screwed up one time. Absinthe. But like it was just like that was when I was overseas, and I lost almost the whole day.
Jesus.
Luckily, I was
That is
mostly
a
just in
straight
bed or
flag.
like on my back porch. You know what I mean? And I was drinking it. And I
Right.
like I fell over and like broke a table. It was actually really funny.
I've seen
honestly.
people on absinthe. It's pretty crazy.
Yes, and I woke up and there was a broken ass table in like the living room. I was like, oh, it was like a plastic table, and it wasn't even destroyed,
Whoopsie.
but it would like it
Yeah.
had like a crack in it. And it was able to like make it look like I didn't do anything, but it was
Yeah.
hilarious. If someone
Just
was
fix
watching
it enough
that,
for
they
the
were
next guy to
laughing
look like he
hard.
broke it.
What's that?
Just fix it enough for the next guy to look.
That's
make it look
basically
like
what
he
I
broke
did. It
it.
had like
And
one
then
little
he
hole in
broke
it that you
it.
could kind of see, and I like put like a thing over it. It was hilarious.
Why'd you drink all that absinthe, Timmy?
Yeah.
I can't believe you.
But otherwise, embarrassing stories aside, well, there's more, but whatever. I'm trying to think of any other drinks I'm really into. Does anybody else have one they kind of Appletinis, Alyssa?
I might be basic for this, but I fucking love a blue moon.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
love it. I talk about it
With the
constantly.
orange
thought of you.
slices.
I was
But
just
yeah, it's gotta have the orange slices. It's not the
Yes.
same when it's like a bottled one.
Oh, I was
Like,
gonna
you have
mention
to have
that,
the orange
'cause
slices.
before the podcast we were talking about other things, and I said I went to dinner with my parents, and I actually got a blue moon. I think I got 2 blue moons, and I thought of Legion when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
She just like
God, I
rattled
always
them off.
think-
She just rattled off a bunch, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't had a blue moon in a minute, and I enjoy a blue moon. It's not like my first
What do you have on
choice,
tap,
but like
sir?
it's better than a fucking Miller Lite for sure.
I've had it.
Oh, that's old man beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's your grandpa's beer.
the Blue Moon. It's okay. I've had it once, and it always reminds me of this guy, and he was really funny. He was actually Brandon's like ex best friend. They were like
Uh-oh.
super best friends, but he had a crush on me. I didn't like him back, and then he
Join
you
the
know,
club.
Fine, I know, jeez, but he just. He obviously he got mad at Brandon and they are not friends anymore. But he used to drink Blue Moon all the time. He gave me my first one with the orange slices, and it was like okay. But now when I think of it, he was just on Kill Tony. He's a comedian. He was on Kill Tony the other night. Amar's dad sent it to me. It wasn't too bad though. I was like, oh shit. So I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
leave it to
so
Alyssa talking about alcohol, and she brings the tea.
I know the kids were saying like I have a story for everything.
You do.
And then, like now I'm like, oh, Blue
You
Moon,
do.
Mike. He was on Kill Tony. I forgot.
This
Legion.
is why, like,
Legion, she's
like
onto
that,
us. That's
that
why we
time
started
where I
this
saw like
podcast.
Alyssa's graduation. Like, I was just basically like in podcast mode. She's like telling me like all her family stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I kept introducing him as Legion, and then he'd be like, my name's John. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Like, he
Okay.
likes it.
He likes it. I know. I'm like, and then they'd be like, who's John? I'm like, Mom, it's my friend Legion. She'd be like, oh, okay. Hi, Legion.
Legion, just think like Halo. I'm
Legion, yeah. Yeah. That's how people know you. But then Patrick, Marcus' dad, is like, oh, that's Johnny. It's
Johnny.
like, okay. Yeah, they like hit it off. Like he asks how he's doing all the time too. I'm like, oh, he's good.
That's so cute. I love it.
Yeah, it's cute. But drinks wise, the only crazy stories I can think of, like, you know, obviously like getting shit faced, like the very first time I got really like nasty drunk was I got 2 blue Hawaiians, go figure.
Hey-o.
And you could not taste the alcohol at all, right? So I drank 2 of those, and then we were on the way home, and then we stopped at a liquor store, and I got like this Hurricane, just some shitty cheap thing, and everybody in the house were like, oh, this tastes like shit, but to me it didn't. And I drank it. I was violently ill, right? Sick all night, woke up hungover, first time I ever had a hangover, and I went and I tasted it in the morning. It did taste like crap. I was like, how did I drink this? It was way too much.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah.
You had like beer goggles for your taste
I
buds.
know.
basically.
That reminds
Like,
me.
this
Too
is how
drunk to
people
taste the
drink so
shittiness.
much. Yes.
That reminds me.
Honestly, that's probably like what powered me through like most like late night like 3 a.m. dinners with everybody like from the bar. It's like this food's not great probably when I'm sober, but right now it's like
Right.
the
Well,
best
you
thing
can't.
ever.
You can't deny that.
Yeah.
There's like a tier list of foods, and it changes whether you're drunk or not.
Yeah, people eat like greasy shit. Like
yeah. Well, it
my
does, 'cause
buddy
I
Sheree.
think it like satisfies something about like the need for like fat or something, or you know
Just
what I mean?
garbage.
Like it's like your
Yeah.
body knowing you're gonna have a hard time tomorrow, so it's like eat some like stuff that'll
Eat
like
that pizza.
yeah pizza
That
like
pizza.
make
your
like,
stomach hurt more.
and it doesn't even it's not even good advice that your body's giving you, but it's like
No.
eat like fatty stuff so like you're more nourished when you're getting sick later. You
Yeah,
know?
don't.
It's like
It
it's like a
doesn't
weird
say
twisted
drink
logic.
water, have a salad.
Well, yeah, but
no.
definitely drink your Gatorade, drink your Pedialyte, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
drink
And
lots
then
of
in
water.
the morning, you eat like a nice little meal, and then you're good. But yeah,
Ugh.
I totally get it. That kind of reminded me. I think that did happen to me one time. I went to a friend's house. Here's another embarrassing one, but whatever. It's not that bad. But like I got kind of like shit faced and like off of screwdrivers that I was making for myself.
Oh, I love those.
I love I think I don't like them as much as I used to. I used to be way into the screwdrivers, and now I'm just like orange juice,
Mhm.
like plain orange
I'll take
juice makes me
mimosa,
like
though.
still makes me feel like a little tipsy, just from the Pavlovian effect.
Okay, Grandpa.
Well, screwdrivers.
You've
we
had
used,
your
to, we used to
oranges.
stir it with our screwdrivers back in the Panama when we were building the Panama Canal. That's
Why
a
are
true
we
story.
drinking
We had-
screwdrivers?
That's actually the
When we
that
had
is the
Opie
that is
gets
the
all
origin story.
crazy. That's waving his cane at us.
Yeah.
The Panama Canal, you know, kids, you know, you remember Roosevelt. But yeah, no, that's and then like I think, but like if I'm gonna be honest, like margarita is like a huge go-to for me, for real.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like
Let's go to
like I
Margaritaville,
said before,
in
I'm
New
a big
Orleans.
tequila
We
guy, so
should.
yeah. But I get it. I get if you're not into tequila, I get it. But those are some. That's a really good go-to for me.
Okay.
I just realized there's a whole song around Alyssa's drink.
Oh, pina colada?
Oh my god, it's a great stuff. Oh, that isn't this
Yeah.
weird? It was my parents' anniversary, and I was at dinner, and I was looking through the top hits of 1980, the year they were married. Pina Colada song is one of them.
Yep. Escape. Yeah, I
Escape.
play it for the kids every time the weather gets warm. They already know. I'll put it on as a da, 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 and then they get the
really
blender. They're like,
Really
yeah,
good.
pina coladas. Yeah.
And they roll their
Every
eyes and
time.
say, "Mom's so cringe."
Yeah, so cringe. Hattie loves that song. It's on her playlist when she takes a shower. You hear it.
Yeah,
I'm glad like a lot of more kids are introduced to that song through Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, you
Remember
think
that
so?
song like
Oh,
play-
really?
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah,
I mean that's like
I wouldn't doubt
like it's funny like how much like all those 80 songs top charted after that movie. I was like, yeah, guys, the 80s was awesome.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
that
listening
was
to Jackson 5 like peaked and stuff like that,
Honestly,
and like Blue Elvis and all that
that
stuff.
song sounds like it would have been written after the 80s. It could have been written in 1990. I feel like.
I know.
Which is pretty good, but and it's funny. It's like when you listen to the story, when you actually listen to the lyrics. That's like such relationship goals. I don't know why, but that
Right.
would be like
That's like Ashley Madison meetup.
yeah, it really is. Like I'm not saying
Putting
that
an
it's-
ad.
I'm not saying it's good
yeah,
or healthy.
basically.
I'm not saying like what they did is like is moral, but honestly, if that happened to me with another woman, it would be the funniest shit. It would be a story to tell
Imagine.
forever.
I feel like that would
People
be a
used to
boundary break
meet
for
that
me.
way. People used to meet that way by putting ads in the paper.
Right,
and,
but
like,
but when
let's
it ends
hook
up being you're the same person.
I
So
still feel
crazy.
betrayed them.
I know.
Yeah.
I would.
It's
I'm
my
not saying
single
that it's
child
good.
thing coming out.
I'm just saying that it would be hilarious, and I think that would
Am
actually
I the
help the
asshole?
relationship.
Oh, if they had to go to cheating to help it, then
Yeah.
it's gone.
Oh yeah, but they saw you, and they even picked you even when they were wanting to cheat. Isn't that
Yeah, because
love?
they had to, or else you could fucking throw hands.
Couldn't they have?
If this was the fucking
it
hood,
was
that
like the
shit would have been on
classified. They
World
meant
Star.
like the classifieds. But
If this was Fresno, they would have threw down in the parking lot.
Yeah, they would have.
okay,
Yeah.
but that would
Would've
have
been
still that could have
awesome
still
to
been.
watch.
I don't know. If I throw down with a girl, I think that means we should be together forever.
Oh my God, the Invisible Man taught him nothing. Fucking
Oh, true.
save him. He don't want to be saved.
You don't want to be saved. I'm telling you. Fresno's nuts, man. There were so many fires on the 4th. It was
Oh.
ridiculous.
Are we transitioning?
I don't
Are
know.
we segueing?
Are you done, Rockwell?
No. She just brought up. I thought we were going to talk about that more, but no. Well,
Yeah,
you
it's
could
called
talk about what
segue.
people were drinking when they destroyed the neighborhood.
I don't know what they were drinking, but I know that this whole entire block had illegal fireworks. It was they like
I
the
bet it
neighbor.
was good for the dogs and cats.
Oh my god. Okay, so like a couple days, no, it was the day before the 4th. We were outside and I kept hearing meowing and I was like, what the hell's going on? And there was a car parked across the street and it was my next door neighbor. They've got kids in there that are like sick and whatever. So it was one of their nurses' cars, but all the other cars were gone. So we're like, they're out of town or something? I don't know. It was weird. They never fucking leave. And we kept going around by the car. We kept hearing meowing. And then I would walk away and I could see like little feet on the ground. It was a kitten. And he's maybe like 2 months old, but I couldn't get to him. Anytime we'd get close, he'd go back up into the car. And so me and the other neighbor, we were like leaving out food, water, put a towel on the ground. Now, mind you, in the valley right now, it's been getting up to about 110. It was 115 today. It'd be 116 tomorrow. Like, it's hot. And he's in the car. But all the past week, fireworks have been going off. So I'm thinking he was with his mama, got separated, and he's scared to come out. Well, then, the night of the 4th comes and everybody on the street has illegal fireworks. So it's like bombs going off. And this poor kitten is in the car and I feel terrible. Like my dogs are freaking out. I have them in the front yard, all the dogs on the block. I think there was like SPCA had posted they picked up 20 dogs in the area that had gotten out of their yards. Strays everywhere. Oh my God. House fires going off. And so when everything was over with, all the fireworks and everything, I went out, Brandon's cousin Matt and Amara's friend Ebony, and we went to the car, and the kitten is like crying, and it was the saddest thing ever. I'm like trying to think how to get him out, and I start playing mama cat sounds on my phone, like mama's looking for their babies, and he was screaming so loud. You could like hear it just like thundering in his chest, like, I'm here. It was so sad. And he would like run out, look around, go back, run around, and like he kept going back underneath the car. We were out there till 3 a.m. trying to get him. Yeah. And so I don't even have a trap. I have a carrier. Matt's got gloves on. Ebony's standing there with the phone. He'll come out, and then I'm like, oh, let me go get one of my cats on a harness and bring her out, and maybe he'll come out. So I get Hoggle, who's never been outside. I put the harness on her, and she's like so happy to be outside. She's like strutting around and rubbing on me. And so we play the mama sounds, and the kitten comes out, and he looks, and he starts walking up to Hoggle, and then Hoggle smacks him. I was like, God
Why didn't
damn it! Son of
Fuck
a
them
bitch.
kids.
You
Boom.
didn't brief
So Hoggle!
Hoggle beforehand.
I was like, you're supposed to help, you butthole. She's just
He
rolling
like
around.
rolled like a 0 on his roll.
Seriously,
Charisma
every
check from
time. Every time he would come out, a firework would go off, a car would drive by. It took so long. Like Matt had taken off his shoes so he could sneak. He had gloves on. Finally, we make like a trail of turkey meat, and we lured him into the crate, and boom, we got him. So
Nice.
now
Yeah,
he's in the house.
I can't believe you didn't break out like a can of tuna before that.
We had some lunch meat, but he was too afraid to eat it. Like he was hearing the mama cat sounds and like looking for her. And so we put it behind the carrier to lure him in, and then did like a trail of turkey meat and then shut his ass in. But now he's gotten a bath, and he's super friendly now that he's like calmed down. He purrs, and like the rescue here in Fresno, the Kirkland Foundation, they agreed to take him. So now he's got a home. But yeah, that was my update.
Picked a good car to get stuck under or whatever.
Yeah.
To hide under, right next to
Yeah.
that's the cat savior Alyssa.
Yeah. I as soon as I take a break from rescue, I just dropped off 6 cats up there not that long ago. I was like, all right, I'm taking a break for the rest of the summer.
No.
Not doing anything else. Sure enough, meow, meow. I'm like, God damn it.
No, you're.
But
I swear to God. I mean that's so like I could see your life is so interesting just because every time there's any animal anywhere near you, there's like a whole operation that like comes into effect.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden the SWAT team gets called in. You got like 15 people around you helping you.
yep. Posting on Facebook.
Yeah.
Alyssa's
Alyssa's got it in control, and there's like a cat in need. She's like President Obama over there.
I know.
Like,
I
called
even
in
saw
the
that
team.
guy in Vegas holding that kitten that was walking around.
Yeah.
And I looked at Brandon,
yeah.
I'm like, if I end up going, can I have this kitten? And he gives it to me. That's what's going to happen. And he like skated off. I was like, jeez, he was so tiny too. But
Just gives
yeah,
it to you.
yeah, dude. I was like, I just can't help it. Like, and
Right.
I have it in me to where like when I was in Ireland, if I had seen a kitten that needed help, that's what I would have been focused on.
Yeah.
I would have been like, okay, what are the rescues around here? What do we do? You
Yeah.
know,
Call off all the all the activities.
Yeah.
It's cat time.
sorry guys, I'm bringing it into the hotel. You can deal with it.
Luckily, there's never been a stray cat in Ireland ever in
No.
the country's history.
I have not seen, when I was there, I saw maybe 2, and they were in apartments. They were like up in the house.
So they weren't stray.
No strays. I never saw any stray animal at all.
I was
Yeah.
It's
in
in the
Ireland.
haggis.
I can't remember one either. Maybe I know there were no snakes in Ireland.
No snakes, no wolves, no bears, just no predators at all.
Huh. I don't know about that.
And no mosquitoes.
I'm sure there's
That's a
some
good
creepy
thing.
dudes in Ireland.
Based.
Well, yeah, maybe. I didn't meet any. I was fine. I was telling him, I was like, fuck, I could walk around naked out here and not be bothered. And one of the guys, he was like, that's funny because I got up really early before the sun one morning and one guy was walking naked on the beach. Like, like it was nothing. I was all,
Nice.
oh, okay, beat me to it.
Top of the
Fine.
morning, do you?
Top of the morning. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
has everything except his hat still on. So, he,
Yeah.
So not naked.
Yeah.
great.
Oh, what a nice man. Yeah, I'm telling you. The 4th was crazy. What was going on with you guys? Did you do anything?
I was gonna celebrate with family, but my mom was feeling a little sick, so I decided to stay back with her.
Oh.
Which is fine because I was just chilling, honestly, watching streams and like smoking basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty quiet 4th. We don't go too hard on the 4th in Hawaii. New Year's it goes fucking crazy, like probably
Yeah.
similar to Alyssa, where there's like smoke, like it looks like fog has rolled in
Mm-hmm.
because so much aerials have gone off. Like you'll probably hear the fireworks go off up until like 2 in the morning.
Yep.
But on 4th of July, it's a little bit more calm. It's a little bit more barbecue. Oh, it smelled good on this block for sure,
Mhm.
though.
Ooh.
Like
Oh.
so much people just grilling out in their front
For
yard.
sure.
I just wanted to like grab a plate and just go by like, hey, can I have
Oh man, I
some?
wish you were in my neighborhood. We were giving you burgers.
Ooh.
We did some burgers on the 4th, but it wasn't really. Oh, we didn't do much. There was a lot of explosions going on. This neighborhood goes not super hard, but like they'll just keep shooting off like moderate fireworks. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
nothing crazy. Maybe they're illegal, but they might not be. They're just like large booms, but they're not anything crazy. But they keep going and going and going all night. I will say that our our neighbors. Well, and I did tell these guys that before the next morning after the sun came up, I noticed there was a bottle rocket stick on our roof, which was kind of funny, honestly. They were like in middle of our intersection over here, just shooting them off. It was actually
Oh my gosh.
it was just like, okay, well, at least they're just bottle rockets. But
Hopefully we have the fire extinguisher.
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Mm.
But our neighbors, like, how would you say, not across the street, but across the backyard. Our backyards connect. They're like they're Mexican immigrants, and they love throwing a party for any reason, any excuse.
Mhm.
So they're patriotic as fuck. God bless them. I love it. They also go hard for Cinco de Mayo and a bunch of other and like just like random birthdays. They'll just have so many people over, and let me tell you guys, they probably eat half the corn grown in Illinois. They just
Right.
have nothing but corn grilling. Like they have people coming in with bags of corn and they're just consuming it. I feel like they.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. I think it's dozens upon dozens every time they have a party, which is like once a month. Which,
That's these guys
hell
behind
yeah.
us too, and you hear their music.
Yeah.
I'm
and I
like,
love it.
oh my gosh.
They have an abuela who's like 100 years old, literally, and that they always
Cooking
wheel her-
everything.
They always wheel her
Yeah,
in,
cooking everything.
into the
Got
backyard.
all the recipes in her head.
Yeah, and they just
Dude.
throw a massive party for her every year, and they just eat
Dude,
nothing
Mexicans
but
know
corn,
how
and
to
I love it.
party.
And they listen to the awesome music, and they I think they do other things. They've made us tamales too before for New Year's. So good.
Oh, cool.
They make the
Nice.
best tamale. Like I mean, I've had tamales around here, but theirs is like the best I've ever tasted. We've tried to make tamales, and we honestly it didn't turn out too bad for us, but it's nothing compared to the people who know how to fucking make a tamale.
Oh my gosh.
Especially-
Yeah.
Yeah, and like even in Chicago, people just walk around with a big box with tamales in it, and just they walk into bars and they just start saying, "Who wants a tamale?"
Fucking everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Chicago tradition at this point. I don't know if you have
Um,
tamale guys in like California. I'm
Oh,
sure you would.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have
Oh yeah.
on the
SoCal?
corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They have the trucks and
I
then
didn't know if
people
it-
walking around Walmart.
yeah. Do they have like do they walk around with big boxes of it?
Yeah.
In the bars and stuff. Yeah. I just didn't know if that was unique to like up here. I mean, but like I didn't know if that was like a particular like weird thing that Chicagoans did. But it doesn't surprise me that it's
Oh yeah.
a widespread thing because everyone loves tamales.
Yeah. And the parking lots, absolutely. The tamales, strawberries, and like whatever fruit is in season, they'll walk around
Mhm.
parking lots and do that. Watermelon. like our neighbors down the way for 4th. Like the guy is really cool. Like the day before, he was like, "Hey, we're just letting you know we're having a party down there. Like you could come by if you want." And we're like, "Oh, we're gonna be barbecuing too." And then he came over later and he brought pulled pork and homemade chili and stuff like that. Oh my god, it was killer. Like even though we were making our own stuff, I was like, "Oh, that was cool of him." Yeah, it was basically him saying, "We have illegal fireworks. Don't tell on us. Here's some food." We're like, "Okay."
Oh, God, that convinces me.
Here's a tamale.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you can do whatever you want. It's like, just don't burn my house down. That's it. That's about it.
Yeah, don't call animal control when my dog escapes 50 times. Like,
I feel
he
like
always catches her.
I feel like animal control would be like, "That's Alyssa. Don't bother me. Don't bother us.
Yeah.
We blood."
Yeah, they know it's Tilly. Like she gets scared of the fireworks and then she'll hop the fence and come to the front door. It's like the beginning or is it the end of the Flintstones when Dino's out the window and goes to the front door? That's exactly what she does. She's like right there, ding dong. Like, God damn it.
But yeah,
I got out. Are you proud of me?
Like, get in here, you idiot.
That was the challenge, right, Mom?
I
Get out.
I mean,
Fucking dog.
it would suck for animals, especially around the 4th. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of dogs that bark around my neighborhood, but I mean, I feel kind of bad. But I mean, I don't set off fireworks. I mean, I like the idea of fireworks. Like, I have gone through my phases where I really liked fireworks, but at some point, I'm just like, you know what? I don't mind. Like, if no fireworks happen on the 4th, I wouldn't care because it's still just nice peace and silence. I don't care. But like, if
I
people
love 'em.
insist, like, go for it. You know, I think it's okay. But like, yeah, I don't know. I do feel bad for the little puppers
Little
and the
pups and
kitties
kitties.
and all sorts of animals, critters.
I think next year I won't even need to buy fireworks because our neighbors just went all out and they're getting expensive, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we spent like $200 and we got just a little bit. And I looked at my Facebook stories from 4 years ago where I spent $200 and I had the whole table full.
Yeah,
So I was like, you know what? Everybody on this block does them. Like,
That's what
we're
I'm
just
saying.
going to walk and watch them.
people have this like motivation to be
Yeah.
like the biggest firework dick on the block. and
Yeah,
it's
they
just like,
spend an
okay.
entire paycheck on that shit.
But it's like, okay.
Right?
Meanwhile, I can kind of enjoy it without even spending any money.
Yeah, and that's what people do. Like, I took my nephew when, like, we hadn't started ours yet, right? He's 2. And he hasn't really been around fireworks yet. And so I was carrying him. I was like, let's go see what the neighbors are doing. Anytime one went off, his body would just tense up. And he was all, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. I was like,
Wow.
it's okay, it's okay. I was
He has
like, look.
PTSD.
Was he a
Yeah, he's, like,
reincarnated
shell
from
shock.
a World War I veteran?
Yeah.
That's what I said. And I was like, here. And I gave him poppets to throw on the ground with the other kids. I was like, look, Jordan, look. And he's like, no. And so
The
we had to
plains.
run.
I was there in
jungles.
the
Yeah.
French battlefields.
Patrick kept saying, Charlie's in the trees. I was like, don't.
Kill him.
I had to,
Jerry.
like, run across the lawn with him and, like, cover his ears because he was like, I want to go home. So I, like, carried him and I ran back and brought him inside. And his mom was like, well, looks like we're going home because he
That
does not
sucks.
like fireworks.
That sucks. Yeah, I mean, because like I'm surprised I wasn't afraid as a kid. I was afraid of some weird stuff. I remember there was one time I was taking a walk with my dad, and like there was apparently a raccoon that made noises, and apparently I freaked out. I sort of remember it. I thought it was a goddamn dog barking at us, like running after us, barking, and apparently there was just a raccoon. I'm like,
What? He's
I'm
just
like,
making
I
noise.
guess I was really afraid of like animals or something at that point. I don't know what my problem was, but I
Huh.
thought,
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that
trash pandas can be aggressive.
yeah, I guess
They
so.
can?
And they can have like rabies. So
They
I
have
guess
rabies.
I was probably
Yeah.
the smartest kid ever.
Yeah.
But I was never.
You don't want to live in a Will Smith post-apocalyptic world?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah with the dog. But yeah, no, I've never been. Yeah, it's too, like, but every dog I've known hates it. But yeah, kids, it's hit or miss. Sometimes they'll be afraid of it. Sometimes I guess they won't be. I don't think I was one, but hell, I
Some
don't know.
kids don't care, and
What
some
about your
are like
kids,
hyper
Alyssa? Did they
aware.
ever get scared of fireworks?
No. Hattie was really like weird about loud noises when she was younger. Like I couldn't even take her into public bathrooms because the sounds of the flushes would scare her. She'd like cover her ears. So, like, the first couple of years, she would cover her ears, but she still wanted to watch. But now she lights them, so she's like, whatever. And
I have
Amara's
the power now.
Yeah, Amara's never been really scared of anything. She's just like, whatever,
Right.
She goes with the flow.
Interesting. Yeah, it's just interesting to see the cross section of like what kids are afraid of, like, because I can get how noises can be scary, but yeah,
'Cause their ears are so sensitive,
I
though.
think
Like,
that's
they
kind
can
of
hear an
weird.
airplane coming before we can.
Interesting.
Back when I had good hearing, when I was listening to music at normal volumes.
Yeah, when I
Those were
went
the days.
before I went to shows without earplugs.
That gets a lot of people.
Yeah, but some kids, it just rattles them for some reason. Amara's always been like a really calm kid. Hattie's pretty wild, but like, if you don't act scared, then she won't be scared. You know what I mean? It's all about that. It's the kids who get scared and their parents are like, oh no,
Right.
oh my god, and then they're like,
You have
they
to
don't
handle
get
it
over the fear.
rationally.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
like people have so much aversions to like insects
Yeah,
because their
Yeah.
parents are like, oh my god, like,
Exactly.
the fucking couch,
yes.
and it's like a daddy long legs that can't even hurt you.
Yes,
Right.
Amar's friend Ebony that's here, she was telling us that her little sister, she's 3, she's afraid of flies because her mom makes a big deal about bugs. So anytime she sees a fly, she's like, ah, like crying. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, you're not
Yeah.
going to get away from that.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Overreaction.
just learned in you
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. There are certain things that scare me. Like, I don't like snakes. I won't, like, kill one, but unless it's, like, a cobra or something. But, like,
I was gonna say like what about a python?
yeah, if it's something that can potentially kill me, then
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna kill it first. Like, if there were rattlesnakes around my house, then yeah, they're gonna get shot. But
God,
other than that, I'm not gonna like go and.
you look so ominous saying that when you're in that red tint.
I like this red tint.
Yeah.
This devil priestess talking about like how she don't like snakes.
I was gonna say,
I
that's
know,
not very
right?
punk of you to not like snakes.
I like this red light. I look good
Maybe
in
that's
it.
really punk not to like snakes. I don't know.
Some punks like snakes. I've been to
I
a
go
couple
so
house
against
shows.
God that I also go against the devil.
I know. I've been to quite a few house shows where they've had snakes in their houses. It's
Oh,
always
really?
snakes or reptiles.
I'm
like, okay.
I'm worse with insects. Like I know that, I mean, not like the common ones like the daddy long legs. I could give a shit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, if there's like an actual like big ass spider, like I don't want it fucking like
No.
I don't want to. I don't know what it can do. I mean, maybe a really nice tarantula that like someone said, "Hey, want to hold it? Like it's my pet."
yeah.
That's fine.
I would love a fluffy ass tarantula.
Yeah,
as a
that's
pet.
fine. But like if it's just some random ass like gigantic spider that crawled on me in the middle of the night, no, brother, no. Brother, no.
Oh no.
Brother, ew.
There's so many out here too, out in the country.
But-
Like, I just killed a wolf spider in the garage not too
Bro,
long
don't
ago.
say that. Wolf spiders are in California. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh wait, yeah.
it was in the garage.
Oh, I'm thinking of the camel spider in the Middle East.
Oh no.
Wolf
I
spiders
have
are
those
the
things.
bad.
Those
They're
are
a
gnarly
little
looking.
they're a little freaky.
yeah, I have the nature app on my phone so I can ID it.
Yeah.
And so I put it on it after I killed it, and it was like, yeah, that's wolf spider,
not
and
a-
it had exploded with babies. I was like,
Oh, I saw that TikTok. Did you see the TikTok where
Genocide.
they slammed it and all the babies came out? Oh
yeah.
my god.
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and then but yeah, I don't mind the wolf spider. Oh, I know that I live on like a weird edge where there might be some like brown recluse around where I live. I don't know if you have that around where you live. I think
Yep.
I think it's like moderately around here. I had a friend that got bit by a brown recluse, and he had a bad time.
Yeah, our friend, her brother, he got bit in the middle of the night by a brown recluse. He got up and he had been bitten on his ass cheek, and so
Gosh, so
one of his
bad.
ass cheeks was so huge.
You can't sit
and
down.
He couldn't
like
sit down.
goals.
Yeah,
Goals right
I was
there.
like, damn, look at you, Vince.
Oh, I would rather get
All
hit.
caked up and nowhere to go.
Right?
I get if I had a place to get bit, maybe in my leg or like on my offhand
In my
or
lips.
something.
my lips.
My lips? No, yeah. My eyeball.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. He went to the hospital. My cousin Christina, she just got bit by a black widow on her arm not that long
Whoa.
ago. She was swimming in the pool, and it bit her like right here on the inside of her
When
arm.
I was a kid, I was convinced that would kill you almost instantly.
I mean, you can have a bad reaction to it. I think
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, it could be allergic.
You could be allergic to it. You could be elderly. You know, a baby getting bit by one probably would be very good. But she said it fucking hurt like hell. And
Did she bite it back?
I don't know what she did. I know she got out of the pool. She said, "What the fuck?" It stung.
The sharks are in. Everybody run.
Help
right?
me.
Worse than a
Yeah.
shark.
I could just imagine her too in the pool with like a drink, you know. She's
I
just
know.
chilling and being like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider was like an ultra Christian that hated alcohol, bitter right
Yeah.
there and there as soon as he saw her.
I know. She's FaceTiming her boyfriend. What the fuck is this? Gonna go to the hospital now.
I'm not really afraid of bugs. Maybe it's because we don't have any poisonous things in a way, or venomous, I should say.
So you're saying it's
Yeah.
genetic?
In a way.
Why you're not afraid of bugs?
No, I just think like location-wise, like
Yeah.
I don't have anything to be afraid of really.
guess.
I'd be afraid of the mammals. A wild boar would freak me the fuck
That's
out.
funny.
That thing would definitely charge you.
Yeah, boars are bad. Yeah. Well, yeah. I've
Yeah.
always said
But,
like
yeah.
I could be in a pit full of snakes, and if for some reason like I knew that none of them were poisonous, I literally or like I don't know, like I have no fear of snakes as long as I know they're not poisonous. Like there's no like intrinsic fear I have of like snakes.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that kind of goes against it. Like obviously, if there's a bunch of snakes around me with like, and I don't know about them, like I guess I'd be pretty freaked out. But I wouldn't. I don't find them disgusting.
I just don't like their teeth and they lunge. You know, they're
Yeah.
unpredictable.
Right.
So I'm like, even if they're not venomous, I don't want them near me. You know.
What's the saying for coral snake? What's the saying? Do you have coral snakes in like Hawaii?
No,
Oh, okay. It's like
not even that.
black next to red. You're dead. What is it? I can't remember.
Mm.
Red and yellow.
Yeah, I
He's a
thought
friendly
that was the
fellow.
rule too until I like looked into it.
Yeah, there's a snake that looks like a coral
It-
snake. That's not.
yeah,
poisonous.
like that completely nullifies that rule.
King snakes look like coral snakes a bit.
But coral snakes apparently are very venomous, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, there's
They
a
should be avoided.
fake one, a foral.
Actually, there's a lot of like sea creatures who like pack more venom than snakes. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh, like the tigerfish
that
we saw
cone
at the
snail.
aquarium.
Oh yeah.
The
Or
tigerfish
lionfish.
too,
What is
like
it? Or is
cone
it tigerfish?
snails.
Is it a lionfish?
We saw well, whatever the one we saw.
We saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
Whatever it is, we saw it.
Yeah. And we were like, oh my god,
Yeah, exactly.
that place was
Yeah.
cool. It
Yeah,
was
it
like we
was.
were like on a sunken ship. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like the worth it part for like the $40
Yeah, I
you paid
know.
to
It
get
wasn't
into
I
the
know, because we
aquarium.
thought it was the mermaid one and it wasn't, but
We
we were like,
thought it
it's okay.
Oh right. Well, the mermaid was just free. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
Actually,
was
we
really
probably could have paid for a gun instead of that aquarium and saw the mermaids at the same time.
It's true. That was cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You guys had a fun drink in Vegas, didn't you? Some kind of scorpion thing?
Oh God.
Oh, the scorpion shots.
Yeah.
From Nacho Daddies.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
Daddies. Still
How
got
much
it.
were
Yeah.
those?
A
I mean-
lot. They're like 20.
Yeah, it was bad.
$30
These
maybe
guys.
Oh yeah, we got
Anything to be a
touristed.
tourist.
Yeah, but we got to keep the glass.
That's
for a shot.
true.
And we ate a scorpion.
And we had
too.
scorpion. That
Gross.
was. It was funny. I think I said this in the podcast. We talked about it though, but the waiter did come back and said, "Do you want another?"
Yeah, it was like,
We're like,
no.
"What?"
Is it free?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Are there 2 scorpions this time?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not doing it. If they're
Exactly.
not 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do kind of wonder. I still believe that they'll have it like freeze dried in the back. Like it's just so funny that like
Oh yeah, for
part
Yeah.
of this restaurant
For
was
sure.
that they just have these like bags of freeze dried scorpions.
Yeah. I like
I
to
know.
think it's like ultra labeled too. Like this is the scorpion
Yeah,
box.
exactly.
If
Like,
anyone's
don't put your
wondering,
hand
this is
in-
not the
Yeah.
this is not the tortillas wraps.
Yeah, this is not,
Oh God.
this is not the guacamole.
That's a guacamole.
Yeah.
Dude, TwitchCon's gonna be in San Diego again, and like that almost like because like we've been thinking about like just taking a vacation just for us,
Yeah.
no TwitchCon involved, and that was like the nail in the coffin. I was like, no,
You don't wanna
not
go to
this
San Diego?
time.
Nope.
I've been there enough.
Yeah, you're
Forget
right. It is. It's kind of like can we mix it up a little bit?
Yeah,
If
like,
Djibouti
shoot.
came again, if Djibouti said that they were actually going
Yeah,
and
maybe if
like
Milton said he was going to
Milton
go.
and Kitboga, if they all like went and said they were for sure going, then I would consider it. And I would probably go for like a day, like we usually do, and then go do something
yeah.
else.
Then we drive back to
Well,
Fresno.
for you,
and
it's
just
so
chill with
easy,
Alyssa
yeah.
for like the rest of the week.
Exactly.
I mean, right. I've been seeing a lot of love for Kit Boga on Reddit lately. People are really
Yeah.
still talking about him. I thought I need to catch some streams of Kit Boga too sometime. Maybe when I'm going through my Djibouti Renaissance, I'm gonna get some Kit Boga in my life too.
I was watching him the other day. I've been watching Djibouti. I've been watching Kit, and then of course my other friends, Legion, and then my friend Avacious started streaming again. Yeah, he's so ridiculous. He just plays whatever. He'll play Tomb Raider. He'll play Resident Evil. I've been kind of checking out some, not popular people playing Tomb Raider. Like this guy in the UK, he started playing, and I was just in his chat. I've been on Twitch a lot lately. He might.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, do you know where her house is? I just want to swing by.
Miss Croft, you know of her.
Miss Croft.
Lady
I love
Croft.
Laura. Lady Croft. Do you know where her mansion is, and when she's going to be going on her next trip?
Next Rune adventure is gonna the next tomb.
Oh my gosh!
Did you like the movies, Alyssa?
I did, yeah. The first one for sure. Yeah,
movie night.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
What about the newer one? Did you watch that one?
No.
The one that came out
you're talking about the Angelina Jolie one? I don't even remember watching.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Did I watch the
came
second
out
one?
later?
Shit, I don't know. I know for sure I saw the first one. Did you like it?
Yeah, I actually did. It's got like monsters in it for some reason.
Fuck, I can't remember if I've
There's
seen
like
it
some
or
mystical
not.
shit in there.
Like,
I haven't played like a Tomb Raider like to the end, so I don't know if it actually deals in magic. But there was like a lot of magic in that movie.
Huh.
I'll have to see. I'll watch it. I know I've seen the first one, but I don't remember. I may have watched the second one. My memory's not good.
Movie night.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
We got Children of Men coming up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, I want to see Late Night with the Devil so bad. Everybody keeps talking about
the
it.
next one.
I know. When was it Amar's dad? He said, "Was like it sucks." I'm like, "You suck. Shut up." Like I don't trust anybody else's opinion.
There's some people like I'll actually like. What'd you think of it? And if they watched it and like liked it, I'm like, okay, good. Like we have like the same alignment on that one.
Right, and that's what it is.
I'm much of a Rotten Tomatoes kind of guy or IMDb.
No, it's
I don't trust that
opinion.
shit.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
There are movies that I like that people hate. You know what I mean? Like I love Kung Pao. I think it's so fucking funny, and other people are like,
amazing movie.
"It's stupid."
Oh my god.
I'm like, "You're stupid."
I mean,
First of all,
that's I think liking it's the popular opinion. He's contrarian.
I love it. I think it's so damn funny. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
It's such a quotable movie. It's
It
dumb.
is.
But I mean, so is Kung Fu Hustle. It's like kind of the same thing.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Funny
too.
movie.
Comedy movies, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. but-
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, something about like Stephen Chow directing like those crazy Chinese movies is really funny.
Yeah.
Like you ever watch Shaolin Soccer? It's like a similar like comedy to Kung Pao, same Kung Pao, excuse me. To Kung Fu Hustle.
No.
Same director. And it's basically like if everyone like had superpowers playing soccer.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
I'll have to see it. That's funny.
People like just take drugs to get stronger powers too. It feels like an anime, honestly.
Oh my god.
The way it's shot. Man, I miss movies that are just ridiculous to be ridiculous.
I know.
I think I don't know. I think parody movies kind of wore down on me after a while.
Mm.
But early on, they were really funny. Like Kung Pao, like Kung Fu Hustle, like the first 3 scary movies.
Scary movie. Yeah.
Those were good.
Napoleon
Eventually it
Dynamite,
just got weird.
Like
Yeah,
it
Napoleon
was a pointless movie, but it's funny.
It's so Mormon too.
It really is. Yeah.
cracks me up. I can't tell anymore if it's like legitimately supposed to be done in an awkward fashion or it just turned out that way because of like
I think so.
casting crew.
Yeah. Yeah, John Heater, he talks about it. It's just like, what does it say on the poster? He's out to prove he's got nothing to prove. It's just a movie about nothing, kind of.
Yeah, usually like high school movies, like they end in like some big like showdown, right? If it's a
Right.
sports movie, it's like the final game. If it's more of a dramatic movie, it's the final dance.
Yeah.
There's like friendships and breakups and all that, and the
Mhm.
popular kid and stuff. Like it's like no, that's just like a day in a life with like some random people in Iowa.
Yeah, I think like the premise was really about like the voting thing, vote for Pedro, and it's the end of the school year, right? Because there's the talent show, And that's really what it was. Like, the whole time he's like, he's a nerd, he's just making friends, and then he, like, does that dance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
He
a
gets a
millennial.
part-time job at a chicken factory. It's like
Yes.
it's the most normal, mundane like
Yep.
shit ever.
millennial
But
movie.
it's hilarious.
I love it.
He got paid like so little money to do that too,
Yeah. Yep.
right?
Shoestring
Mhm.
budget.
It was. I think he got paid like 10, 15 grand.
Yeah.
For that role.
They
Jesus.
made it
nothing,
on, like,
honestly.
nothing. And he knew
That's-
everyone. That, like, he
Yeah.
knew all the people. Yeah, those are his friends and stuff.
That's the cheapest casting you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Just hire your friends to like be in a role. Can you like scream and act scared for a second?
Yeah. Like, one's, like, his friend's little brother and people that he knew that he went to school with in the classroom. I was like, that's kind of cool.
That's how you
Give me
do
your
it.
tots.
I remember because I remember those days because I let like a little bit of it on stream
Mm-hmm.
where I just went back into my iTouch and like looked up old memories. Alyssa saw a little bit of it, but yeah, I missed the days where I just got a group of friends and we all piled into a car with camera equipment and just
Yeah.
recorded anything just for funs
Yeah.
or for projects.
Yep. We used to go to the park and record us, like, chasing ducks and geese and talking and stuff like that. I'm sure I could find it on MySpace, like a couple of the videos that we uploaded. It's just nothing, just us palling around and talking. Ugh, I wish I
Those
still
were the
had
old podcast days.
it. Mm-hmm.
The original.
Just talking.
Getting lost and just talking to your friends.
Yes, I wish I could find the one from my 16th birthday. Like, I hope it's not completely lost. I've been looking for the disc for like the last few years. I'm praying it's in the garage, but like somebody filmed like my whole birthday and coming up to my friends. You could see like them playing, instruments because we had a band. Everybody talking and laughing and asking me questions on the camera. It was so cool.
It's lost
I wish I
media.
still had it. I know, God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love analog
Yeah.
stuff
Oh, analog.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if it wasn't on a DVD, if it was on like a VHS, we
Mhm.
would add like the crackling stuff.
Right.
So how do you feel on your 16th birthday, Alyssa? And it's just like
Yeah, that's what it
background
was.
kind of staticky, and then it focuses it back a
Yep.
little bit.
Like, how's it going? I'm like, it's going. I'm all dressed all punky. It was so cute. Aw.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then it turns into
Yeah, a lot of
analog
people
horror.
like cringe at their older self. I find it really hilarious.
Mhm.
When I was reviewing some of the party shit I used to do, I just crack up laughing. That stuff is so like, yeah, I was way too drunk to just be like filming willy nilly, but it was fun anyway in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to find this lost media. There's been a lot of finds lately. At least for
God,
the
yeah.
if you there's was it the Reddit? There's a Lost Wave Reddit where it's like, songs that people are trying to find. I think I went over it not too long ago with that. Everyone knows that. And they just found another one called Now I Know It's Just a Game. It's just like, I don't know, there's just like there's some really fun stuff with lost media. Also, and then Legion was talking about analog stuff, and there was this really cool documentary posted by, and I should look this up now, but it's like about Slender Man. You know about Slender Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I should look up what. Let me try to find who this was, because it was like a really long. Honestly, did I even watch the third part yet? It's just a really like a 3-part documentary about Slender Man, and let me just try to find the name of the channel.
Okay.
But yeah, like I think that's interesting because it really gives a good history of a lot of analog horror.
Yeah.
I think something like Legion, you might be interested in some of that too.
Mm-hmm. You know about that.
I think it's called like Into the Slenderverse. I just thought
Enter
it'd
the
be-
Slender.
Into the Slenderverse.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, Slenderverse is kind of cringy. Oh, here it is. Alex Hera. So Hera. That's his Alex Hera. I really like him. He's a really good documentarian, and he really went in depth on the Slenderverse. I was never that into it, but I will say I did purchase one of the original DVDs from one of the first YouTubers that were into the Slenderverse, the Marble Hornets. You might remember that, or if you might have heard of it, I should say. Man, now I'm really red too.
Oh, now you're in the red lights.
I don't know
Legion's
what
turn.
happened. And
No, man, I'm the good boy.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, like Marble Hornets was something that I was into when it first came up, and that was one of the first like ARGs of this kind of analog horror stuff. And I still have one of their DVDs, and I still have the envelope they sent it in. I don't know, maybe it'll be worth billions one day. But anyway,
Yeah.
Slenderverse, a documentary film series. Oh wait, no, okay, Slenderverse building Slenderman. So yeah, Alex Hara. I just wanted to shout that out. That was something I kind of forgot
Put
about.
that in
But
the links in discussion.
yeah, it was something that I.
Speaking of which, like when I was editing 21 Questions like last night,
Mhm.
Alyssa like mentioned like two streamers that played Tomb Raider, and I cannot find them. You gotta link those people.
Oh,
you're like, here's DJ
Oh.
Fool, and I like looked it up, and like he's nowhere to be found.
He's DJ something or another.
I was like, that she just made him up.
yeah, I made him.
created a-
Sorry.
An OC.
Yeah. Speaking of lost media and like and things that might be worth something later on, I finally, after like a year of like holding on to them, I have like my uncle's like old collection of comics, like from like back in like the 80s. It's not like like in the best condition, but they're all like, some of them are like packaged and all that. So I was like pretty much going through, like on my birthday, I went through a lot of those comics, and I was like streaming like either rebagging them or just like going over how cool they look. Cause there's like a ton of like 80s comics that are super like, I love them. The art style like back then was like, it was king. But yeah, like going through them, sometimes I'll like, if it looks good, I'll just look up the worth just to see if it was like in mint condition, if it was worth something. So far, like the Spawn comic and like this Ghost Rider comic I have are like probably worth the most if I ever got them graded. Not that I'd ever sell them. I kind of like just like the idea of just keeping them. But I've been slowly sifting through all like it's got to be like 800 comics that I have like stored in my
Holy fuck.
house. Slowly getting down through them and like keeping ones that I think look pretty good and like donating the rest should anyone want them. It's nice. I even got like this thing I ordered from Amazon, which is like this like black case that that pretty much holds all the comics straight up, and like it's weatherproof. It's like moisture proof, so it's gonna stay. The sad thing about the comic book collection was that he didn't take the best care
Yeah.
of them. Like not even like a shoebox or whatever. It's just like, laying on the floor.
Yeah.
But going through them, it's been nice just like going through all like the years of like how Marvel became a thing and like what stories were cool. Looking at like some old art style Wolverine and Deadpool is super awesome.
Definitely.
So I've been doing that
Relevant
basically
again.
for like a few nights. Yeah. Also cleared out my closet. Like it actually like looks like clear. I can grab my weights without having to like maneuver 20 things off from them. Feels nice.
I love that you were keeping those in your closet for that long.
Yeah, the like comic books. Yeah, I mean they're kind of like everywhere.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest. But yeah, it's the first time I've actually like taken care, actually placed them in like a container that
Right.
hopefully will keep them for the next like 20 years.
You're right.
Like, or at least like organize them. If I die and the next guy comes over to like just sort them out, they're all there, all like organized, alphabetized, repackaged, and as good as they're gonna look.
Oh yeah, he sheathed all of them. I watched him.
The sheathing.
Yeah, I wish I had a better
stream.
mic. We could have had like a nice like ASMR section for me,
Damn,
like
you're right.
rehoming the comics.
That's
I know. I was in the stream watching, and Brandon too. I was like, look at him sheathing those things, and Brandon was cracking up. I was all, spit on it, and he's like, he's not gonna spit on
It's
us.
like reminds me of what was it? Like I would watch like Lunity, like opening Pokemon cards, and she'd get like a holographic, and she'd put them in her little cover or whatever the hell you call it, the sheath. Exactly.
She was sheathing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She was sheathing too.
She was
Everybody's sheathing these days.
I know.
That was my lost beat. Honestly, like all the stuff that I've been doing like outside is just like fun hobbies at this point. I don't even consider like working out like a fun hobby because I haven't like gotten bored of it. Sometimes like it's so funny because I follow a video for my workouts. It just helps me. Also, don't really have to remember a routine if it's already set out for me. Anyway, like the person in video, he's a super nice like guy. He's like super friendly. Oh, he's all about like taking breaks between the workouts. But sometimes I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up, Mikey. I'm trying. So I'm like going for like another rep.
Yeah. You need to take a break, Legion.
That'd be funny if that's what your trainer sounded like. You need to take a break. You're so sweaty.
Can you
Drink
towel?
some water. You gotta stay hydrated.
Just whining at you.
Yeah.
I pay him
I don't know
$100
if that-
a day.
Yeah. I don't know if that would like motivate me or demotivate me.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, I don't want to. Yeah,
Like-
personal trainer. Yeah, if I'm dead rich, great. But like, goddamn, I'm not paying somebody to harangue
I
me
might,
about
bro.
working out.
I might. Megan's been
Just
doing a
research,
personal
Alyssa.
trainer. Well, not doing, but you know.
Oh,
Who knows? Maybe I'll
Whoa,
ask.
Stop
But
spilling tea, Alyssa.
Yeah. everywhere. Oh my God,
Megan,
it's all
I'll
over
ask
me.
her. She lost 50 pounds, she said, and she's been paying her trainer like $60 a session. We go to the same gym, and I have 2 free training sessions, but I'm afraid to use it because I don't like people telling me what to do, and
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
want to
saying.
get mad.
That's
So,
what me too.
I might use a
know.
trainer, but also don't tell me. Just text me what I
Yes,
should do.
exactly.
Maybe the guy.
Holy shit!
See?
Then it's not a personal trainer
is
there.
where-
It's just like
Thank you.
someone
This
who
is where we can
plans
get
your
AI.
stuff out.
This is where we can get AI for that. That's a good application for AI because
Yeah.
I would like at least it's not a person that I'm getting like mad at.
Well,
Yeah.
I would get AI, but have someone correct it for me.
Well, okay.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
in a
Or
perfect
else they'd
world
have like
where AI
Alyssa
is
doing like
perfectly motivational.
150 deadlifts.
And personal
like,
trainers
like at like midnight.
personal trainers, like, oh my gosh, they're such jerks sometimes. Like, I went one time, it was a few years ago, and the guy at the gym was like trying so hard to get me to hire him, and I was like, no, and he's like telling me all this stuff, and I was like, that's a smooth pitch, but I'm not going to pay for that, you know. And he was like, well, if you didn't drink Starbucks every morning, I'm like, I don't fucking drink Starbucks every
God,
morning,
here
so
we
I don't know
go.
what you're talking about. I was like, so
Avocado
you're
toast.
real, yeah, you're really going to tell me how to spend my money? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, no, thank you. You are not making me want to do shit. Now I don't even want to come to this gym. So we're actually taking steps
You
backwards.
lost a customer today,
Exactly.
actually.
No,
I
I
did.
know.
I was
You
like, fuck
lost
Blast
me.
Fitness.
Some people really.
Oh wow, by name.
Uh-huh.
I think some people.
They're not even around anymore.
Some people really
Go ahead.
respond to the fucking personal trainer bullshit. I mean, yeah, I don't
Brandon
know. I can
does
see
for
how
sure.
some people will be like, "That's what I needed to hear. Thank you," but it's like,
That's how Brandon is. He heard the guy. He was next to me, by the way, when I was like telling this guy to shut up and leave me alone. And he was like, "Oh, I'll do the training session with him." And Brandon did it, and he was like, "Oh no, he's good." I'm like, no, we could do this on our own. We don't need him. He's fucking dumb. And Brandon's like, oh my god. I was like, I'm not going to this gym anymore.
You're right though. You can
Mm-hmm.
like all my stuff is like either like self-taught or like I ask somebody like, oh, like how did like where should you feel this? How should I do it? How do I
Yeah.
progress? Like things
Mhm.
like that. Like it's just all research. I'm still like learning this stuff.
I mean, you can-
Yeah.
yeah,
Like not too long ago, I was like, I was hurting my back, and then like it's like basically you're an engineer for your body. You find problems and you learn how to fix them either like by
Yes.
diet, like less weights, certain muscles you need to exercise. I feel like I'm the strongest I've ever been, and like some muscles just do not work as well as the other ones. Like
Mhm.
my shoulders are kind of like cracked in some places, and
Mhm.
so is my lats. But like you just have to like go through it and like, oh, okay, so these are kind of weak. Let me see what I can do to improve it. Like I don't need someone to tell me that. And if I did, I'd ask a friend who works out, who's done it for a long time, because he has
Right.
no ulterior motive. They'll just tell me like, yeah, you probably have to go a weight down, or why don't you just do like a band for that? Sounds like
Mhm.
that muscle's not working. Like it can all be researched. You don't. Need
Yeah,
a
and you
trainer
can
for that.
ask the people that work at the gym too if you have any question like about a piece of equipment or a part of your body that you work on that you want to work on.
Mhm.
You can just ask them like, "Hey, where can I do this?" And they'll show you, and you don't have to fucking pay them to stand there and yell at you about how many things you should do.
Yeah, like if my trainer was the guy I follow along the video, I'd love it. He's
Yeah.
like the best motivator, because like he's like I'm doing the workout with you and I'm taking breaks. You can take breaks too. Just try your best. And I'm like, yes, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
I
I'm
will
doing,
take
Mikey.
a break.
Mhm. Take a really long break.
I almost sound like a crazy person in like my room during like those sessions because all I hear is like grunting and being like, "Yeah, I can do this."
Ooh, your mom's like, I'm not even gonna ask. You know what? Good for him.
um, no, I agree. Like if you have a car, you can look up videos on how to like fix almost anything.
Yeah.
If you have the part, you know what I mean, or whatever.
Mhm.
And like your body's, I mean, in some ways more complicated, but also simpler because you could just look up things to like help you do things without having someone right there telling you, and also you're paying them. Like, yeah, there's definitely cheaper ways to do it. Once again, like I say, if I were rich beyond belief, like whatever, I'd get a personal trainer, personal chef, personal nutritionist, personal
Hell
everything
yeah.
else. You know what I mean? But like I don't see any reason why like that should be your first like go to, like, oh yeah, I need my personal
like,
trainer. I don't have personal
yeah,
anything
from
else,
scratch is
but I'll get a
better.
personal trainer, and it's like you two
You
can
do
do
that
it.
when you're like, when you've got a routine and you know that you're going to go to the gym every day, you can commit to a diet and stuff like that, and then you hit a plateau. That's when you get a personal trainer and you
Sure.
go, okay, this is the physique that I want, and they can help you get there. But right now, it's like, if you can't
good
be
attitude.
consistent, you're not going to be consistent with a trainer.
Yeah.
Right.
Like first you need to like get down. Well, it's OP in general, but just get down like 8 hours of sleep at least consistently. And like that'll help you. You got to get your diet down correctly.
Yep.
You got to be able to stick to that diet. And for me personally, it's like I have to like make sure like at least like 50 grams of protein are in these things just to gain any muscle.
Yep.
And then like you got to figure out your schedule, which is always like hard, right? Things pop up that you can't really control, and so like things need to be pushed back. Like, oh, I could have been working out at 6 p.m. and then maybe eating like a late dinner. Now it has to be at midnight just to get that in. Like,
Yeah, don't be sleeping
yeah.
all fucking day. You got to go to bed at a decent time, get up in the morning, have a routine. Like, you can't be like,
Yeah.
oh, once I wake up around 1 o'clock, then maybe I'll get on the treadmill. No,
Yeah.
doesn't work.
I found out real quick I am not the wake up in the early morning and do a workout kind of guy.
No.
I'm not a morning person. My coordination would be up. I feel like I'd hurt myself because I'm like half awake trying to do them. I'm very much like after work, maybe after a small meal or dinner, I'll just work out.
Yeah.
I'm of two minds on that. I could see myself being the guy that like if I had some sort of schedule to be the guy that goes on the morning kind of like walks or like jogs or whatever.
Yeah, because you're still up by then.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm just like in an imaginary world where I'm not degenerate. Like yeah, like if it was I could see myself doing like morning like walks and jogs, but like I'm with you, like working out, nah, dude. That can
It's
wait
hard
till
to do
that
it in
can
the
wait till
morning.
like the afternoon, evening when I can like chill out, maybe take a shower, and then like have like a dinner.
Yeah, I used to do evenings too. Like when I was really consistent with it, I would go late at night, like 7, 8 o'clock, and then shower, come home, and then go to bed. But now with school and the kids and everything else, like I do have to go in the morning, and I'll do like 9, 10 o'clock if I can. Sometimes I'll like do the treadmill at home first just so I can get that out of the way so I'm not at the gym for a very long time. I don't like the gym.
Right.
And then I'll
I'm
go
with you.
there and I'll do the weights. Yeah.
I made my own.
Yeah. But I have to because I like the machines there. They target more of what I want. Like, because I like to work out like, my ass or whatever. So I like
So do I.
the leg press.
I
Yeah.
love when
You like to work out my
your
ass?
too.
I had no idea.
All caked up.
It is. It's so nice and it feels good too. Like when you know you're working your glutes and you start walking, you're like, somebody's gonna get a butt.
That's
It's
my
nice.
goal.
Dude.
Like I always like do like a set for glutes just in case like I try to do less squats because I still haven't got my knees back underneath me like I used to.
You will, Grandpa.
But,
Don't
like-
worry.
Knees.
They're getting there. They're getting there.
You need my knees.
Like I thought I had really bad knees until I started working them out, and now they're like better. They're more stable. Like
Yeah.
I can actually like do like lunges without even having to like hold myself like to a wall or guide. I just power myself up.
I mean,
Yeah.
And,
I should have more knee problems.
yeah.
Like I know I've definitely had like the times when I'm like, oh, my knee kind of hurts. Even recently, like I'll be like, oh, my knee hurts, but then it like rebounds. So like I don't know. I should probably be more worried about if my knees are holding up. But like I'm surprised how little knee and back pain I have. Knocking on wood right now. What the fuck?
Right.
So, but like, yeah, I would expect myself to have more back problems. Like I said in some other podcasts, like I'm a little more athletic than I look. So I don't know. I have a lot of flexibility. Like, I don't
He
know.
is. You guys should
Ooh,
see.
you want to try it?
Yeah.
You want to have a flex off?
Yeah. Oh,
You
I
should
mean,
see
I'm not
Aqua's
saying
calves.
flexing. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like my body tends to at least handle extreme circumstances relatively well, which you wouldn't really expect it if you look at me. But I don't know.
Ooh, I would love to like lead like a semi-workout routine with all you guys.
Yeah.
Just like one small session.
I mean,
like,
Yeah.
like for 12 minutes.
I don't know. I haven't done that since gym class in high school.
I wanted so
Promise I'm
badly,
not gonna
like,
yell.
if I had had more time with Legion while he was here, I wanted him to go with me and Shrey to hot yoga, because I really like it, and I think that's something he would have loved. But gosh, we didn't have time to do shit. I was so
Yeah, right.
tired.
Let's plan stuff. Let's go graduation. Then I gotta
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah, I know. And then I had to drive to Sacramento to go get him and then come back. So I was like, that.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Of course. Yeah, that ate up a bit of our time, but like, I mean, we did make the most of it. You did get to meet my friends, even though I went to bed while you guys were chilling. I was like, see ya.
Awesome.
I was so tired. I had a lot
does
to
that?
do, and it was hot. Okay? I had to
And
sleep
so
a
were
little
you.
bit. Yeah.
Oh.
Aw, thank you. I know. He says I looked nice on my graduation.
Yeah, I forgot to tell her. I was like when she like came out like wearing makeup. I was like, whoa.
I know. A year
That was
later,
always-
but I'll take it.
Okay. I was gonna tell you this a year ago, but you look pretty nice.
I know. Thank you. I was like, looking at, I look at those pictures and like, I hate how I look. Like, I'm so critical of myself. I was like, oh, I look so ugly in those pictures. And then Legion was like, oh, this is hot in those photos. I'm like, oh, look at, thank you.
I
Yeah, I
have to
was
relook
like,
at them.
I
I wasn't gonna
know. Well,
comment
he
that,
saw me in
but now
person,
that I
not
know that
photos.
that's,
Yeah.
in bounds. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Well, he saw me in person and he said I looked good.
Should
so I
I
was
go
like,
awooga
okay.
with like big eyeballs popping out?
Yeah, I'll have to find some. Brandon's like, I told you the whole time you look good. I was like, well,
Doesn't count when it's you.
you're not Legion, so I have to trust somebody else. Yeah.
He just has to go like a Photoshop like or a printed paper of my face. Like, you look good, Alyssa.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
Take a little thumbs up.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
like
crazy.
a little bit of like of a fashion crisis. Just call me up and I'll be like, you look good. And we're not even on FaceTime.
I
Just
know. I'd be
tell
like, you know
look
what?
good.
I believe him. I love that.
Dude, now I want to Photoshop Legion's face on that wolf that goes awooga.
I know, right?
He like taps his, he's like, oh.
I appreciate it. You should always gas up your friends. I'm always telling him he's
He
cute
did.
and
He did.
stuff.
Push me up,
Yeah.
bro. It's a.
Yeah.
I do it for the boys all the time.
You
I'm like,
have
"Damn,
to.
Bro, you're looking good. He's like, oh yeah. Because
Mhm.
you can tell that none of us get compliments at
Yeah,
all.
no, for sure.
Right? So you guys have to do it for each
Bro,
other.
I'm still thinking
Yeah,
about the one I got.
basically.
I think maybe
Sick
12
muscles,
years
bro.
ago. I think I got a
Oh,
compliment
really?
from a girl in one of my classes. I was like, holy! I still think about it.
Oh, what'd she say?
I don't know. She just said that shirt looks good on you. She's a nice girl, but she wasn't like.
You were like,
I don't
"Aw."
think we were like a thing, but like. She was nice. I still think
we'll,
about
we'll
it.
get married
Like, she
now.
was
You,
nice
you
enough.
complimented my shirt. We're married now.
Yeah. I did. I would have married her if she asked me.
It compliments always trip me out too, and it's funny because like normally like when I'm hanging out with my friends, like I'm not always like doing my hair and my makeup like a whole lot. I just do like a simple thing, but I think I had told Legion too. My friend Sheree, her husband, they came over to the house a few months ago for Amar's birthday party, and I had my hair done, I had full face makeup, and I was wearing a very low cut shirt, and he told Sheree, he was like, Alyssa's pretty. She's like, I know, she just doesn't dress up anymore. And he's like, oh my gosh, like I'm seeing her in a completely different
just wears
light.
T-shirts and jeans.
Right, yeah, because before, before I had Hattie, like, that's how I looked all the time. Like, I always had my hair and makeup done and everything like that, but now I'm like, there's no reason, there's no reason to get dressed,
Who do I got in person
Except
out
for
Who
the
do I
there?
have to
Instagram likes.
But if my friends are gassing me up, I guess I'm fucking should,
keep
right?
going, Legion, keep going.
Right?
We had to find like a masquerade ball in New Orleans or
Ooh,
something
holy
and just
shit, that
like
would
attend
be-
that like as best dressed as we can be.
That would be
Oh, I'm
fucking
down.
cool.
I'm gonna pump these things up so high.
We're the pusher pro.
Yeah, like the Renaissance Fair
Yes.
things. You know how the ladies have it like they're like
Corset,
way up
dude.
here
Hell
pouring
yeah.
it. Yes, I want to do that.
You're just gonna shrink your ribs with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna shrink my ribs, and then these are gonna like be as up as they can,
We need
I'm
to
gonna
go to
do it.
Germany. We need to go to
Rest your chin
Oktoberfest.
on them.
like a barmaid.
Yeah, we need to go
Yeah.
to Oktoberfest, dude. And you need to carry around the jugs, and also the beer.
Yeah.
That wasn't
my
planned, but then I was
my
like,
my
wait.
milkers.
Yeah, the mommy milker.
Oh my god.
They'd love
Yeah,
you there. The German Oktoberfest people would absolutely adore you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'll have to bust them out. Like, Brennan's been telling me too, like, oh, you should wear low cut shirts more often. My friend Megan, she's like, you should. But I'm like, I don't know.
And my
But now
kids
I'm
are
going
always
to.
saying I need to.
My kids are always saying, just switch it up. I will. I'm going
Next
to.
party, everyone shows up with glasses, sunglasses. We're not staring.
Oh yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I know.
sometimes.
Even the ladies at work, they were gassing me up the other day because I dyed my hair. And so they were like, oh, wow, it looks so pretty. And I was like, thank you guys. You know.
This is the Alyssa Gas Up podcast.
It was like everyone gas up.
Gassing up
I
Alyssa.
know.
That should be the new name.
Alyssa gas up. I know. Now I got to get in shape so I can post pictures of
It'll-
myself for people to
That'll
gas
be a
up.
segment. All right, we need to gas up.
There's probably,
Yeah.
you know what? There's probably a pun in there somewhere with riot, like the gas canister,
the tear gas.
tear
up.
gas
Yep.
canister for the riot.
I'm telling you.
Riot gas.
Should I tease my work? What
Yeah.
I've been doing?
Shoot.
You
Okay.
have some tea to spill too at some point, so just
Yes.
keep
Yes.
you even segue right into it. But yeah, go ahead.
I would say, yes, Aqua's right. I do have tea. I think it's still brewing because I've got 3 more weekends left. So basically, I've been working at a women's prison. It's only on Sundays, and I'm doing 6 Sundays. It's like a paid volunteer thing. It's an art program called Life on Art, and they basically go into like mental institutions, men and women's prisons, and they paint these winged hearts. And eventually they're going to go to an art installation in September, and there'll be like QR codes on the back of the hearts that people can scan, and you'll hear the inmates like telling their stories. And I just got an email earlier. We are actually trying to get personal pieces of art from the inmates to also ascend to the installation so they could write poems, paint something else, or create something. And so everybody's, talking about that. There's a lady that I sit next to, and I've been hanging out with her the whole time, and she curates art, her and this other lady in there, and they actually have an art thing online. I'll have to link it to Legion, something
Show
empowerment. And it's prisoners from all over, and it shows their art online. Like, there's this one girl that I met. She carved a gavel, like a judge's gavel, out of the soap that they have in there, and all kinds of stuff, poems. But yeah, this I've been there 3 times. Tomorrow will be my 4th, and it's been pretty fucking interesting. Pretty interesting, to say the least. I've met quite a few people, and now we've got it down to where I sit down and I talk to them, and I've heard some really interesting stories, and I'm learning a lot about the people around me. Some pretty scary shit.
Yeah, some not so good.
I mean,
stuff.
Some not so good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I will say that the art thing is really cool. Like, I mean, I guess there's not. Like, I almost feel like there would be a way to. I mean, like, I'm not saying to like make money off of it, but like, I think a lot of people would be interested in the art of like these like people in an institution or with with
Yeah.
different things. Like, that's such a interesting and like untapped resource. I mean, maybe it's not like, I don't know. I feel like it's good to encourage, like, you have these people that have like you're saying, like really unique perspectives, whether it's
Yeah.
good or bad, you could argue, but like to see the art from some of these people is actually really poignant, in my opinion, really kind of a neat concept. And I think it's something
Yeah.
that could really, I think it's something that interests a lot of people, and it always will.
Oh yeah, it's been amazing to meet some of the ladies and hear about their stories, and a lot of them are just like, we get harsher sentences because we're women. And I mean, God, I've talked to a few people in there that, they're in their 37 years, 97 years, 26 years, and I'm like, God dang. And some of them, obviously they've done some horrible shit, but other ones you're like, they're drug offenses and they've been there forever. I'm like, and there's people in there that have been, they've gotten charges for having weed, and now weed is legal in California. So I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing here?
That makes sense.
Yeah,
It doesn't make
ex post
sense.
factos, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because it was illegal at the time, you do not get pass for being it unlegal at the time. Ex post
That's
I mean,
facto.
sometimes
so
the charges
unfair.
get like suspended or whatever the hell, but yeah, I mean, not all the time. Especially when it's like selling. I think that's different than like possession. Whether or not you're gonna get that expunged or not.
Right. They should at least lessen it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely agree that like selling it should
For
just
like
be like
non-violent offenses.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like unless it's
Definitely.
like literally violent, like unless you killed somebody over the weed, then I think you're
Right.
not such a bad person.
Like, yes, you knowingly broke the law, but now, weed is decriminalized.
Yeah.
Like, I think their sentences should be,
I mean,
lessened.
it
so,
does, yeah. Like I say, I think it does get expunged in a lot of states where it gets legalized.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it doesn't extend so far as to be like, yeah, certain things
You're
like
completely
selling and
off.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's
But
cool, though.
definitely, it's very interesting. So I'll have to send those links where people can look at their art, and some of it is for sale, and that money goes to them, goes to their commissary and stuff like
And
that.
that's what I'm
And,
saying. That's
Okay, I was gonna
perfect
ask,
for
like,
them, right?
yeah, if there is something to sell, like, how does money get transferred to them?
Yeah, they I know it's all online, and then I think they have a link to where it goes straight to them, or it goes to a family member who, is trusted to like put it on their books and stuff like
doesn't
that.
Smoggle with the money.
But it's a
Can
trip.
they access that through their iPads or whatever?
So what they
Like-
have, in California, they have what's called JPay, and they have these little tablets. Oh, and they have it up north too. My friend was telling me about it. So they're like little tablets, and then they can access their state email, and they can order commissary. They can download movies and music, and I think games, and they can check their commissary on that. And so they'll probably get an email through this website that I'll link that says that they sold something, and then I think they probably the people who make or who run the website, they will put the money on their commissary.
Right.
Like, I think I saw one piece of art and it was like $150, and I was like, do you know that would get them all kinds of stuff in there,
Right.
because all they really
well-
want is like coffee and ramen and things like
Right.
that.
We won't go too deep into it, but like hearing about some of the prices
Hmm.
that the prisoners
Well-
like have to like pay, I'm like, those people aren't making any money, right? Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
do
I
you
mean, they
expect them
definitely
to buy
depend
with
on
it?
like outside sources of money. I think
They
most of
they
the time.
heavily do, or else they being bored for the whole time they're in there.
Yeah, and this one that I'm at, it's a pretty lax area, and like at first I thought I was in there with nonviolent offenders. It's not true.
and then later I find out it wasn't. But it's like,
And then
how'd
I
you
found
find that
out-
out? As soon as I got punched in the face. I'm just kidding.
Right, the internet and talking with them. Now that I sit at the table, they're used to me. Like I'll walk in there like, "Oh, Alyssa, come on, come sit down," and I sit, and they tell me some of them tell the truth and some of them lie, but they tell me about when they're out and stuff, and they tell me like what their tattoos mean. When I was there the last Sunday, I was asking them what their cell looked like, and the girl next to me, we have like brown paper on the table. She had drawn the cell and was, writing things down, and so I just like think of questions to ask them, because like they tell us not to get them like too into their feelings because they don't want it to
Riled up,
escalate. Yeah, even though the girl across from me, she was getting kind of whatever. But luckily, I'm next to someone who doesn't take any shit. So I'm like, I'm kind of safe with her, so I'm not really worried. But I've been
Oh, if
learning
you
a
ever end
lot.
up in prison, that's
you-
already it's
wait,
already
Yeah.
Are you in the
predetermined.
cell with them? Is that what this is?
We're in the gym.
Oh, okay.
So it's and it's hot. They only have like it's swamp coolers and they have like these big industrial fans, but it's hot.
Dude, those
And I have to wear black. Yeah.
you have to?
You do?
Like you can't wear like any colors.
Oh, right.
So
Well, yeah.
you have to wear like black pants because you can't wear anything that the guards wear or any color that the inmates wear. So you can't wear denim, you can't wear khaki, you can't wear green. So that's fucking everything. I'm not gonna wear white, so you have to wear black. You know?
Like my
They knew
Christmas
your-
Santa uniform.
Yeah, they know you. They
Yeah.
knew you're punk.
Yeah, they can tell. They're
Yeah.
always asking about my tattoos and stuff like that, and they're like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "It's just a jellyfish. It doesn't mean anything." I run with 12 gangs. Like, it don't mean anything.
Every tentacle is a gang that I'm a part of.
Yeah,
Southside Jellyfish.
I know, and I was laughing too. I was like, "What if I had a cupcake tattoo? Aha, it's a gang tattoo." And they were laughing. They're like, "That is a gang tattoo." I was like, "No, it isn't. You guys are fucking with me." They're like, "No, it is." They're like, it's like, if you get a cupcake tattoo, I guess it has something to do with sex trafficking. I was like, "What?"
No.
They were like,
damn.
"Yeah."
Sorry
I'm like,
for your sex trafficking, Alyssa.
I know. I was like, "What?" Okay, well, I guess I won't get a cupcake tattoo. They tell me all kinds of stuff, and so when I get to the end of the program, like we'll do a podcast where I've been writing stuff down. I'll tell you guys more, but I've been thinking of different questions to ask if they'll tell me. Like, you have to be very careful. You can't ask too many like personal things like that. But they've told me like how they make things, how they make nail polish.
That's the part I'm interested in.
Yeah,
that's
and
interesting.
so
The crafting.
And
how they make makeup.
and their food.
Yeah.
Do they do the thing with the ramen and like the Cheetos and make little
Yeah.
burritos out of them? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's my
So
favorite.
tomorrow
I
I'm
wanna have
going
one.
in there
You have
and
to
I'm
mix them
trying.
for me whenever I come visit.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we'll just take you to prison.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
great.
We'll just take you to
Love it.
prison. Yeah, the county jail. So I'm trying to think of questions to ask them tomorrow when we sit down and talk. It is going to be 116. It's hot, and a lot of these ladies are going to be not in a good mood. So I have to kind of like gauge the room and make sure that like everything's cool and I can start asking questions.
Make sure they've
Alyssa
seen.
brings like a giant industrial fan
Right?
with her.
I know.
Make sure.
There you go, ladies.
Have they seen? Make sure they've seen the new Kendrick Lamar music video.
They've heard the song.
Yeah,
We
I know,
play it
but
in
he
the
just
gym.
dropped the music video on the
Hell
floor.
yeah.
I know. I just watched it. I don't know.
That was my birthday gift from
Yeah,
Kendrick.
that was
by the
cool
way.
as hell.
They liked the song. They
Yeah.
were like, it came on and they were like twerking.
Did you have to explain the whole
Torture
backstory?
turds, sir.
They know.
Yeah,
They know.
I'm sure they do. They probably know more than I do. My white ass.
Yeah. They were
Yo,
just
my,
like,
my cousin worked for Drake Security. He
Exactly.
told me all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
work for Drake.
they're divided. They're divided. They're just like, whatever, Drake's hot as shit. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well,
Alyssa says certified, lovable certified pedophile.
yeah. They were like, he's hot as shit. Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, Kendrick Lamar's better. And what were they
I'm glad
saying?
the debates are still going on. In
Yeah.
prisons, though.
It's
That's
slower
amazing.
coming to them.
Right,
It's
that's
like
what I'm
Internet
saying. That's
Explorer.
kind of what my point was. I'm like, make sure you show them that. It just dropped.
I wish, God, if I could bring my phone in
Yeah,
there,
you have
I'd
to
let
put your
them
phone away.
watch
Yeah, I
it.
guess you're right.
They
The
they want
projector.
they want to take things too. One girl, she was like, "Give me your sunglasses." I was like, "No, nope."
What was she gonna do?
Nope.
Smuggle? She make a shank out of it?
She would get in trouble so fast,
I
the
mean-
CO would notice immediately.
Sunglasses. That's actually crazy.
Wait a minute, what's on your face?
Yeah, like some of them have them. Like, they're not all wearing like state issued shoes. Like I saw some wearing like Converse, Vans, Crocs on some. They all have water bottles. But I think it saves the state money not having to buy the shoes. They can just have shoes sent from home.
Yeah. I want to say I
Yeah.
would like all my prisoners to be in Crocs because then they can't like run very fast.
Like Idiocracy.
Well, unless they put them in sport mode,
Yeah,
then
that's true.
good luck catching them.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. I don't want them with running shoes. Fuck that.
Yeah, like
That's what I'm saying. The croc lever, sport mode.
Oh yeah, right. Don't. Yeah, no sport mode. Yeah, I know what you mean. I forgot
Yeah.
those existed. Those are funny.
it's a trip. Like I noticed that some of them have sunglasses on, and some of them were wearing jewelry. I could see like one of them had a ring on. She had just gotten married, so they let her keep that. But I think it's like a privilege. So if she were to get in trouble, they could take it.
Those were brass knuckles.
So, yeah, pretty much. Like
I'd
there's
like to see a guard wear the ring. It's mine.
Right.
Now. I'm married to
I
this
know,
person.
I've
the
attached
CEO.
a long stabby thing to my ring, and now I punch people.
I like the CEO that's in the gym with us. He's cool, but man, he just he's doing his job, but it just sucks sometimes because like a girl brought in 2 of her own personal paintbrushes, and he had told them not to bring in any personal items. And so
Right.
the last time, like, we were walking out and he saw them sticking out of her pocket and he took them from her and she was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know, like, those are mine. And she pointed to me. She's like, you can ask her. You can ask her. And I was like, what? And he was just like telling her, nope, nope. And he had another one in his other pocket that he took from someone else. And she walked past me and I was like, Sam, I was like, what happened? She was like, he took my fucking paintbrushes. So I was like, I'll talk to him right now. And she's like, I'm not going to get them back. And I went up to him. I was like, those were hers. I was like, she did bring them. And I was like, I already counted all my shit. Those were hers. And he was like, I know. He's like, but I told them not to bring any personal items. I took some from somebody else. If I let her go, then I have to let everybody go. And he was like, I'll give it back to her next week. I was like, oh, God.
So
Just give
it
it
was from
back.
her cell? Is that what it was?
Yeah, those are her paintbrushes.
Yeah, it is weird. It's like, oh, I can have them in my cell, but like I can't go to like a meeting. But then again, I get it because if you're gonna have to, you tell them nothing. But yeah, it seems like she was already leaving, right? So it's like, okay.
She was going back to her
Yeah,
cell.
it's like,
it was
okay, so no
paintbrushes
harm.
for an art project.
Yeah, an art project.
And I counted everything. I was like, here's my paper. Look, I counted everything. Those are hers. We don't have any that have a wooden handle. Those are hers. And he was just like, if I let her go, I have to let everybody else go. I'm like, but everybody brought their paintbrushes. Their paintbrushes. He's like, meh, meh, meh.
Did you say, what is this, a prison?
I do say that, and the girls laugh, even though it's stupid.
Yeah,
I always go, what is this, prison?
I think I aped your joke.
Yeah. I know, I tease them all the time, too. I'll tell them, man, I want to paint. And they're like, you can't paint? I was like, no, I can't. They're like, how come? I was like, because I'm not an inmate. And I'm not a prisoner. And they're like, oh, my God, what, you want to be?
have
Wait,
all
you
the
couldn't
good supplies in
paint
here.
just because you weren't an inmate? That's hilarious.
Yeah, because the hearts aren't for me. It's not my story,
Oh,
so
right.
I can't do anything.
No, you should sneak one in.
I know. I want to paint one.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, I'm a
Stick
prisoner.
in insulation.
Yeah.
you have to
Oh, she wasn't an inmate, so we'll put it in the bathroom on display.
Yeah, I want to
Just put it in
paint one, dude.
put it in like the credit section. Like, this is the ones done by with our employees. That'd be nice.
Yeah, you can use mine as an example because it's so good.
Yeah. How are you even supposed to? It's so funny that you're like having them do it, and they're like, you do one, and you're like, I can't do it. So it's like, wait, it's like having an instructor. It's like having a fitness instructor that doesn't work out.
That doesn't work out. I know. It's so unfair. So I just walk around being like, oh, that's pretty, and they're like, you should paint one. I'm like, can't.
Just say like, hey, can I do like one of the brush
Yeah.
strokes on the
Please let me
canvas,
just
and I
do
can
one
say
brush
that was
stroke,
mine
please.
every time we go through the installation.
Please. I know.
I did one flower and one leaf.
And then 20
there.
years later, you expose it. You're like, I did one of the brush strokes on that one, and people are
I
freaking
did
out. They're like,
that.
it wasn't purely just prisoner artwork.
It was
I
contraband
did it.
painting.
I know. I really want them to like, because they can write really pretty. Like, I really want to get like a piece of paper and have them like write my name so I could take it with me. But it's really hard to take things because they check everything like it's fucking prison or something. I'm like, what is this, Fort Knox? God.
Yeah, like too bad you can't even just like take a picture with your phone.
That'd
That'd be an awesome way to do it, but ain't gonna happen.
I do actually have. I don't have my phone, but I do. There will be lots of photos and videos of me with them. So when everything's
say,
all
"Get my
said and
good
done
side."
with, I know, right? There's a lot of them with me. I'm like standing with them, pointing at shit, laughing, having conversations with them. Like
You would vibe so well with
with
these
them a lot.
girls.
I do. Yeah, that's what the owner was saying, and her husband. They were like, we noticed you were talking to them quite a bit. I was like, yeah. And we're just like joking and shit, you know. And so the videographer that came in, she was like filming me with them and talking to them. So that'll be part of their thing that they do. I think they're doing like a documentary or something like that. But once it's finished, I'll let you guys know.
I'm gonna be eating popcorn for that shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we might do a watch party.
Yeah,
of
watch
that.
party. Fuck yeah.
yeah. I'm like, God, I'm gonna be like, I look fat.
I know. No, I was
Delete it.
I did really
I was
care
gonna say,
for this
although we
Alyssa
won't review
character.
it,
Yeah.
it won't be on Movie Club.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, I look so stupid.
I liked everybody, but that Alyssa, she seemed a little overbearing.
Yeah.
She looked like a stock image photo, just laughing at nothing,
Yeah.
at her salad.
She was eating a salad and laughing, just like all the
And
other
laughing.
stock photos.
These paintbrushes are so silly. I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, it's fun.
Especially the
It's,
stolen ones.
yeah. Oh my God, they're gonna think I stole them. It's a fun experience, so it's definitely different. And I heard too that they're gonna do a gardening program that people can volunteer
Ooh.
for. So I was thinking about if I can
Yeah.
signing up for that. And I don't know shit about plants, but I was like,
I
I know these girls.
We can all grow corn, Alyssa.
We can all do it. Yeah.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say I have a green thumb, but like I've learned a lot. I've grown up in the Midwest. My dad worked with a lot of farmers, so I know a good bit about planting a garden. If you need any tips and tricks,
Oh,
For the zombie
definitely.
apocalypse, you're on the team.
yeah, I
Yeah.
would be a great
The botanist.
botanist, apocalyptobotanist.
Yeah.
Apocalypse druid.
That's
Yeah.
Hopefully the
exactly.
prisoners would
Growing
keep me
mushroom.
safe. I'd be like, I'm your friend. I helped you. Okay.
Right. And that could also be like a
Remember when we
bodyguard.
painted that together?
I would guard the
Remember?
garden.
I was so nice to you. I didn't say anything when you stole that thing.
Remember those Snicker bars?
Yeah.
Stuck in for you.
I wish I could
Pretty
bring
cool,
them
right?
candy, dude.
Bro,
but
you
if
could
I
bribe
did
so,
that, they.
so them so easily with like 1 cent items. You go in there
I
with
wish
a
I
dollar
could.
and like yeah.
But like, what was my brother saying? He was like, "Don't do that. You know, like, don't bring them anything. Like, one, you could get in trouble, and two, like, if they think that you can sneak things in, they're gonna want to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to be super careful. But
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
start asking about your family. Like, hey, who do you know?
yeah, you can't tell them shit. You can't say anything about your personal life. You can't say anything about your family, where you live, or any of that.
Yeah. Hey, look at my ID, guys.
Yeah.
I
'cause
mean,
people will find
that
out.
is a concern. I would definitely. I appreciate that they make sure you know that.
I like that
Yeah.
Alyssa's RPing as a spy inside prison.
Pretty much.
She gives out some information here and there, watches everybody, but tells nothing about herself.
Yeah. Basically. I mean, for all
The
they
opposite
know,
of
I'm
this
lying.
podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. For all they know,
maybe we
I'm
should
not
we should
telling the
get them
truth.
to listen
Yeah,
to our
if they listen to our
podcast.
podcast, they'll know way more about the world.
Shit. Can't have them knowing I'm talking about them. They would lose it. If they knew, oh my God.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sneech. This is why we're gonna name all like the people she's talking about after like Snow White dwarf.
right, we have to just get
Yeah.
the other names in there,
Yeah. Like,
or just no last names.
it's
I guess.
crazy. Yeah, pretty much no last names. Like, but there's, yeah, it's crazy. I can't wait to talk about it more. Obviously, I have a few more days to go in there and interact and learn about them. But it's like, the reason I did it, obviously, is it's a really cool, unique experience to be on the inside
That's cool.
with them. And it's good for, you know, my career in the future, interacting with people that, you know, have done some bad shit and are trying to
It's a
improve
whole
and
array of
rehabilitate.
people.
Yeah,
No, for sure.
it's gonna be interesting.
So
It's funny though. I told Legion, one of them, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to school to be a social worker." She's like, "I fucking hate social workers." And I was like, "That's all right."
I mean, that's funny.
Yeah.
Feels like a movie.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I think this is
It's
cool.
like,
I really
I'm a
like this
professional
concept.
swimmer. My dad died because of professional swimming.
Oh yeah, but you can't like let it phase you. I go, yeah, that's why I'm gonna be one. I'm gonna be a good social worker because there are bad ones. You know.
Maybe that's why you work so well on
that's
the
such a
register,
general-
because you just let it roll off. I
Yeah.
feel like I'd go to war with someone
Right.
who's
Well,
like,
that's-
"This
yeah.
is shitty food." I'm like, "What the fuck you mean?"
Well, they don't
Yeah.
even know. Like, there's so many different kinds of social workers. Like, not everybody has the exact same job, right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe she had a bad experience with like one person, but was that person somebody who went to prisons and stuff to chill
That's
with
what she
prisoners?
said. I was like, I'm not going to be a social worker for inmates. I'm going to be a social worker for, you know, like kids and,
Yeah.
you know, and then eventually people in hospice. and
I
stuff
was a
like
kid
that.
once.
Yeah.
Much care.
She's like that. The girl across from me, God, she's like that. And then everything you say to her, she's so combative. Like, I was like, don't get paint on your clothes. The COs are going to get mad if you get paint on your clothes. She's like, fuck the COs. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm not the one in prison.
I was like, well, you know what? Whatever. And at the end, I was like, okay, there's a pen missing. There's a pen missing. And the girl around her is like, I think that pack was missing pens when you brought it here. And I'm like, look, I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying that if there's pens missing, you guys will get in trouble, not me.
Yeah.
I don't want y'all to get in trouble
out.
because then we can't have this. And she's like, I'm like, just check your bag, check around the table. I was like, whatever. I was like, I'm not saying that you took it, bro. I need to find these pens. And then, of course, the girl across from me that's like, motherfuck this. She had it in her pocket. She gave it to me. And the girl next to her was like, stop taking shit. I was like, girl, I was like, you're the only one who's going to get in trouble in here, not me.
I'm going home.
Oh my god, this isn't a TV show.
I love it.
Yeah.
We just need like straight cuts to people's faces.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God,
TV
stop.
show name Prison Riot.
Prison Riot. For real. We could, name of the next podcast, Prison Riot. Telling you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Set it in stone. That'll be the name of Alyssa's prison talk.
Yeah. You guys will have to help me think of some more questions before I'm done to ask them. I'll try and sneak them in conversation.
I'll leave the question to your own discretion, but I have a lot of interview questions I can ask you once it's all done.
Yeah.
Okay. And I asked my friend that goes with me that I met through school. We're both going to school for social work. She's formerly incarcerated, and she works with a program at school that helps formerly incarcerated people go to college and stuff like that. That's how she heard about this job, and she gets emails all the time about like paid internships to go into like juvenile detention facilities, prisons, whatever. That's why she sent me this. She was like, I think Alyssa would like this. She was right.
Damn.
So I asked her the other day when we were driving to work, I was like, do you think you would come on the podcast and answer questions? And she was like, it's boring. They won't like it. And I was like, yes, they will. I was like, they don't know anything about that kind of stuff. She's like, you tell them you've been. I was like, I've told you I've never been to jail. She's like, you haven't? I was like, no.
I'm gonna have to.
So what about that one time with the police?
Yeah, she's like, I thought you went. I was like, no.
Thought you were in.
I was too fast.
I thought you were on the inside,
faster.
baby.
Yeah, so I asked her, she would, she said she would come on and answer questions for you guys whenever you wanted.
Ooh.
Definitely.
Let me know a schedule, and I'll check availability.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Beatrice is hella cool. You
Got
guys
time
like
to think
her.
about it.
Yeah, I gotta clean my room too, so before I come over.
I
Well,
was gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah. She could call
You
in
gonna
like
do
some
few
other way,
people
but
on a
yeah, I
mic?
get you.
Yeah, she'll be like, Alyssa, clean your room.
Looks
That's-
like prison in
That's the
here.
Yeah.
podcast. Alyssa needs a cleaner room. Alyssa clean it.
Alyssa, clean it. Yeah, fuck, I will.
No, fly me out. I'll clean it for
Yeah,
you.
true.
Oh, I'd be so embarrassed. When Legion came, I think I shoved everything in the closet.
That's what happened to me.
God.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's happened to me before. But yeah, was there a? Were you gonna save it for the actual podcast for the tea that you were gonna spill about it?
Yes,
Okay,
it's
cool.
yeah. So basically,
You can tease
one
it,
of the
yeah, I don't know.
girls,
Whatever you want to do.
yeah, that I have been hanging out with most of the time that I'm there. One of the nicest girls. She told me she went to prison for something, I mean, bad, but not too crazy. And she told me to look her up. And I did. And it's pretty fucking terrible.
Why
So
would
I'll
she tell you to do that?
That's
she was
so
telling me to
sad,
find her art stuff.
Oh.
And she wrote down her full name, and she was like, just type this in,
Christian.
and this this link it'll show you all the stuff that we did. And I was like, okay, typed it in, and that was the first thing that came up.
News articles popped up.
Yeah,
instead.
news articles popped up instead, and I was like, oh, well, let me Google or let me click on images, and it popped up, and it was her, and I was like, oh no, oh no. So
I kind of got spoiled on it, but she's like, I want to see your reaction.
Yeah.
I was like, so and so incarcerated. Whoa.
whoa, yeah, I sent the link
I'll
to
sit
Legion. I
tight.
was like,
I
oh
won't
my
even
gosh.
try. That is so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, well, not great, but I mean, that's funny.
Yeah, so I won't name names.
I'm trying to think of a meme.
obviously.
I'm trying to think of a meme. Like, what is it? Like, I don't know, like looking really like
I just think of like
Mr.
Twitch stuff. I'm
Incredible.
like Monka.
It's like when
Yeah.
you don't know, and then when you do know, and it's Mr. Incredible, you know, when it goes like black and white with it, or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
That's what we were talking about, Alyssa. Like these people, like some of them are like the nicest people
Yeah.
ever, right? And then like sometimes it's a little offensive, but other times you're like, wait, what? Did you like just have like a momentary lapse of insanity just for like
Yes.
the whole day and just like forgot all about it?
And that's what it seems like, because I've met like a lot of really nice ladies. And granted, some of them have been in there 10, 15, 20 years, and I'm sure they've, rehabilitated to a point.
Yeah, mellowed out.
Yes, they've mellowed out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these ladies are so nice. And then you find out what they did. Some of them will tell you what they did. And you're like, oh my gosh, that sucks. And like my friend Beatrice, she's like, I don't want to know what they did because I don't want to be biased.
Right.
And I'm like, that's completely fair, and I'm not in this program to find out what anyone did, because that wouldn't be fair. Like, I'm there to help them express themselves. But when you do find out what they did and you meet them and you're like, how is this you,
Big Martha.
But it isn't. Yeah, it isn't.
Big Martha Stewart in prison.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, some of it you're just like, I don't know.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know how they did that.
No, I'm excited to hear more about it because there's some of the stuff can be crazy, but I was just thinking about Martha Stewart. Was there anybody in there for financial crimes?
Yes.
Nice.
White
collars.
There's a lady in there that she was in there for identity theft, and then she was scamming inside the prison during COVID, doing identity theft and collecting like a lot of money, like thousands of dollars. Her and like one other girl, and then of course somebody she knew on the outside of the prison. They got tons of money, so I think that they just added more time onto her sentence. And she was older.
If they kept the money, then it's so worth it.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, you gotta know when people's commissary is like blowing up. Like here they come with like Snickers and ramen. You're like, okay,
Either that or like they're a snitch or something, an informant.
Dude,
something.
Yeah, and you get to spend all day or once a week with Alyssa. It's heaven.
Right? I know. But yeah, so it's been interesting, and we still have some days to go and talk to them and learn about them. And I think that's what the experience is just like meeting people on the other side of society, and really getting to talk to them and get them to express themselves. And I really want to go to the installation in September and see all their stuff. I think it's going to be cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed that tease of a
course.
future podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Yeah, no, I think we can save anything else we had to talk about for a later date. Nothing important. So it was a good wild card session.
Movie club's coming up. I'm kind of hesitant to talk about it because I don't know when it's going to be posted, but we're going to do another one. We're going to do Children of Men. I'm super excited. Also super excited about Alyssa talking about her experience in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a lot of podcasts coming up, so stay tuned, guys, for more great stuff.
Definitely.
Cool. All right. I'll hit the wrap up then. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to our podcast. Forget we said that. Once again, my name is Relytan.
I'm Alyssa, right?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
You stepped all over my thing. No, yeah. No, it's all good. No, Relytan, I don't know why I felt like spelling it out. Relytan. I don't know why I felt like doing that. Go ahead, Alyssa.
I'm Alyssa Riot. Go ahead, Legion.
We're so awkward.
And I'm Legion Lion, at Legion Lion on Twitch. I guess every like Monday, every other day of the week besides like Fridays sometimes I stream. Been doing a lot of crazy stuff, trying to beat a couple games. So if you catch me and you're up late at night and can't sleep, head on over.
Great late night stream.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone.
All right, everybody.
Thanks again.
Bye.